Victor,
Yes, sir.
any report on our filthy mongrel friend?
We were tracking him in the subway, sir, but we lost him near the sewers.
Good, good. This is good news. This'll give our hero friends something to keep themselves occupied.
Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds, and I'm hanging out with a bunch of nerds today, and we're going to play some Marvel Phase Rip. We've got our judge, Professor Bill, in the house, who's been rocking it for the past 3 sessions. I believe we're on session 4 now. We've got Warkeep Eagle, who's keeping everything running for us. He's got all the effects going, so all the cool stuff that you're not used to seeing here at Nerdarchy. You can thank him for. He's making it happen. We've got staff writer and novelist Megan R. Miller in the house. We have Travis Bowles from WebDM fame, and we also have our Nerdarchy website editor, Doug, as well. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to the judge.
Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. And hope you liked our intro. It was actually supposed to be our outro last time. No big deal. War Eagle Keep, Brandon over there was able to save our butts from the fire, so that was very helpful. All right, guys. So we're going to start with episode 4 of season 2. And as it turns out, these guys still haven't left the sewers. So we're going to pick up pretty much exactly where we left off. Our heroic team without a name is running down through the sewers trying to catch hold of the enforcers because they started some trouble and these guys are looking to finish it up. Guys in the chat, I hope you have your percentile dice ready. And let's see. Got a bunch of people watching right now, about 12.5. So that means that since there's not too many people early on, you know it's going to get busier later. So let's do this right now. In order to know who the chat leader is, I want you guys to answer this question. What was Natalia Romanova's, that's the Black Widow, what was her married last name? What was her married surname? In the meantime, guys, how much karma does the chat have right now?
145. They barely spent. They only spent 10 last time, and then plus what we gave them.
Oh no! They also spent an extra 30 for the hostages.
Did they? Oh, well,
So
then they
it's 10
have
points per
115.
hostage. Yep.
I believe the correct answer is too much.
Too much. Damn karma. Pretty soon they're going to be able to buy a stat.
Oh.
It's like, okay, whatever you guys are going to play, you've all got ice generation now because
Yeah.
they bought. So, all right. So let's see what some of these guys. Yes, it's hero time, Bradley. Hero time, everybody. So what is Natalia Romanova? Romanova is actually the last name. She anglicized it as Romanov, but her the Russian maiden name is Romanova. But what was her married name? So, as far as you
Schwartz.
Murdoch.
with her.
Thankfully, I think at the end there too, the young toughs had a sort of a change of heart and were helping the kidnapping victims get out of the wreckage of the train. So at least we don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely.
Good job, young toughs.
Thanks, Tufts.
Keep the neighborhood safe. Don't let these jerks take it over.
Yeah. Don't run away from your problems. Don't do drugs.
Or your homes.
And play.
Get the bottles and anything. Pling, pling.
There you go. All right, so let's start disseminating karma for you guys. 5 points for everybody who's wearing any kind of a Marvel-related property. Doug, I see Star
What?
Wars.
Whoop, whoop.
Dr. Octopus.
What?
On Travis.
What do you know about this?
What do I see on Megan?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
Deadpool?
That is Yellow Pool.
Yellow Pool. Okay,
Yellow
it's
Pool.
not Red Pool otherwise. I can't see because I for some reason it's really focused on Doug right now. Okay.
I just have
I'm
that kind
looking
of
at a
face.
little tiny box to see Megan. Okay, and what about you, Dave?
I am not marveling it up today.
What are you wearing?
I
League of
am
Legends.
League of Legends.
Yeah, you suck. Okay, so 5 points of karma for everybody else. And I see nothing in the chat. Oh, no chat leader? That's going to be horrible. That's going to be horrible.
Who was the chat leader last time? Tony Thompson?
Okay. You guys can use Google.
Oh, yeah. You guys can absolutely use Google.
Who was the chat leader last week? Tony Thompson?
I don't think Tony Tompkins. Was it Tompkins or Thompson?
Thompson.
Okay. I don't
Wasn't
think
he the chat leader?
Chat leader.
Oh.
I don't remember, though.
He was the guy that bit Porcupine, right?
Actually, who was the MVP? That's the more important question.
Satori Shin, I believe, won the MVP last time.
Satori Shin, okay.
For peeing on broadcast.
Oh, he was on fire.
Such a highbrow show we've got here.
Yes, Shivs, the 100-sided does count. Underwood Sketches. Shakova. Yes.
Shostakova.
Yes, Shostakova. Thank you. That is the correct answer, and Underwood is the chat leader.
Whoop,
Let's was Fergal. Good to see you, brother. Okay, Toxie, ask your question quickly because it's about to get toxic down here. All right. So you guys are marching through the sewers, trying to stay out of the water in the middle.
So we're chasing Blacklash? Like he ran off?
Well, he was able to get away. So, and you guys know there's no way for you guys to catch up because, like, the young toughs were there. There were the hostages. You had to try and get him out. Okay. I'm going to say that that's actually where DBJ is. Darwin decided to go and lead these guys out of the sewer.
Good call.
Well, thank you very much. And saw Megan on the way and said, "Hey, knucklehead, like, take that one." So Nate is just caught up to you guys. It's like, tag me in. Yes, Underwood, you are correct. So my player just became lords of the city. What do I do?
You asked that on a different live chat, my friend.
Oh.
So this is going to digress real quickly. So
there you go. Megan's got you covered.
Anything you guys want to do, what you doing? Wow.
I'm just thinking ash down here could be bad.
Oh, yeah, because the lack of oxygen and the potential for fumes.
Well, ash doesn't create fire, right? You just control it.
Yes. No, I do create fire.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
Oh. Well, I mean, we just got through a raging fire, and then, you know.
She did not want to be a weenie like Pyro.
Right? So, you guys, do you have anything that you want to get done, say something, whatever, as you guys are walking down the sewers?
Not you know that whole train scene was really freaking random.
It was intense.
Anybody else think like what was he doing on the train? What was up with the crazy train ride? It didn't even make any sense. Like what was he doing? Where was he going? And this isn't even like a regular line, I think is what we were told. So apparently one of his stops must have been like, it must be all connected somehow, I guess.
Yeah, who were the people that he kidnapped, and why?
Oh yeah, he had hostages.
Dun, 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 dun. And the mystery thickens.
And it all goes back to Nefaria.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Why is the Enforcers and Backlash working on the same side? Like they're different weight classes, right?
Money.
Well, yeah, sure. Everyone works for money, but
there are some crews that run with different Magia agents. So these are people who actually are known for working with Count Nefaria.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, the Enforcers will work for whoever's paying.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are walking, and unfortunately in the chat, not this chat, guys, the Facebook chat that we are in, when Brandon and I were discussing things that we're going to do, I sent a picture to the wrong chat, and I sent it to all of these guys. So they already know who their first encounter is going to be. And I'm just going to get this right out the way.
Okay.
It is indeed Vermin. So there are several other storylines where Vermin came to fight. He was an Arizona created villain.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is he a Spider-Man villain? I thought he was a Spider-Man villain.
He was originally a Captain America villain, but he was a Spider-Man villain for two particular runs, including one of the more famous ones, Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one. Todd McFarlane, right? Or
I
no?
think that was way before.
No, that was way before. Yeah, the art just popped in my head. I'm like, no.
Yeah, didn't he draw him climbing out of the thing?
But that's one of the best Craven stories ever. So you guys,
Okay.
you guys show up, and Vermin is indeed there, and you actually hear the sound of dogs coming up first. And for the sake of chat, please pay attention. You guys in chat have two options to play. You can either play a dog or a rat. Now, here's the deal. The dog is the obvious choice, right? The face stats are fighting, good 10, agility, typical 6, strength, typical 6, and endurance, good 10. So 32 health, and I'll do a typical 6 bite. You can score a stun and a kill with your bites. I'm not going over the stats again, so somebody please put that in the chat if you so deem. The rats are a little bit easier. Their FASC is all feeble 2. Their teeth will do 2 points of damage, 2 lousy points of damage. But even though they cannot get a stun or a kill, if you guys get a red result in your bite, the heroes will have to roll against their endurance to try and avoid getting a disease that will last for the rest of this, not just for the encounter, for the rest of this session, which will reduce their endurance and intuition by -1 column shift. Oh,
Rabies.
yeah.
And we'll go crazy and die.
Everyone in the chat decide. Do you want to be either, and everybody's an individual, do you want to be a dog or do you want to be a rat? Your choice.
Now, as far as like, the costume, like Black Lash, it's like I figure, well, the heroes might have seen them on the news, but somebody like Vermin, it's like, is this something that they would know, or is it just like we encounter some weird, creepy dude in the sewer? Like,
well, the chat thing was me getting that out so the chat could be ready. So
yeah, sure.
No worries. The encounter actually goes something like this. You hear the sounds of dogs and rats in the background scurrying. The rats are dangerously close. You know they like to stay close to people, but they're there. And their red eyes are glaring up at you guys. And you do hear dogs growling in the distance. And then you see Vermin in the background. And he says, "Heroes, I told you coming. I told you coming here. But I say you go now. My sewers."
Look, buddy, we don't want anything to do with your sewers. We're just chasing some criminals that were harming innocent people in the world above, in our streets.
They mine. You mine if you no go.
Did they?
Wow.
Did they come by here?
You go now.
What do you think, guys? Should we just go take a different tunnel?
I always feel like we should just have Ash just clear this tunnel. Can you nuke everything in front of us?
I think that's called
I
the
could
massacre.
try, but then you guys would be able to breathe. I don't think it'd be a good idea.
There's no going around. Do we see what's behind him? Just more tunnel, Where?
All you see behind him is more tunnel, but it is really dark back there.
The picture is clearly in the catacombs, and it's horrifying.
That's actually a picture from the version of the necropolis that Paris has. It's a beautiful place, believe it or not, in person. But yes, he's actually got several skulls lined up there to make it look as dangerous and scary as possible.
So it's creepy down here, guys. And
I mean, if the enforcers came by, he probably wouldn't have let them pass either, unless they have some kind of criminal's code.
Yeah, they'd be able to bribe him.
Yeah.
With rat food.
Yeah, is anybody got any rat food? Anybody got a piece of pizza? Throw it at him.
But it's like a Ninja Turtle to you.
I was just gonna say, I was like, here come the Ninja Turtles.
No, like Pizza Rat.
One of them has a wooden walking stick and a red.
Yeah.
I'm like digging through my pockets on the off chance I have a candy bar in there somewhere.
Actually, I do have some food on me. Does he look like he's starving? Does he look like he's hungry?
He looks a little emancipated, yes.
What do you think? Is 45 enough to have a candy bar in my pocket?
He's got the feather in his cap. He calls it macaroni. He's emancipated.
Maybe he'd
yes.
enjoy a delicious Hostess fruit pie. Hostess fruit pies. Hostess fruit pies
my God.
have a delicious flaky crust and that really, yummy warm fruit filling. That is really something special when you're. Oh God. When you're
he's doing the money shot.
Wow.
Scary.
Dave, you better be
Gary,
looking for sponsors, man.
It hits the
How
spot
much
down
are
there.
they
That's
paying for
Hostess
advertising?
fruit pies. Next time you're in the sewer, you can snag a Hostess fruit pie. Do yourself a favor. Get in there, and I offer him a Hostess fruit pie. I've got a handful of them on me. I'm trying to work on the Hostess people.
Oh my God.
I
I'm
believe
giving you karma for this that I will give you at the end of the session. I want you to know I'm giving you more than I usually give you for these because Hostess Fruit Pies is a well-known sponsor of the comic books way back in the day.
They were the best cartoons.
Right? They actually had a full-page spread of...
Commercials, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Well, they're delicious. And he can tuck into one and it's on me.
Real fruit filling, that light tender crust. That's using your brains, Tab.
Me.
You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess fruit pies.
You sure
Rats
do. Nightlight,
am
night
hungry
bright,
too.
bright,
Dogs
Bright night.
am hungry.
light bright.
So, maybe you no have enough. Maybe all them vegetarian. You not. Okay.
Well, then they're not going to want to eat us if they're vegetarian.
I
Chat.
can't help him with that.
No, they're not vegetarian. Your Hostess pies are vegetarian. So,
Yeah,
chat,
there's probably meat in there.
chat
somewhere.
attack. Vermin is also going to attack. Shoot, I should probably bring him up because, reasons.
What if I don't know how much karma you have, Ash, but what if you did like a wall of fire like around us that would move with us?
Wall of Fire's power stunt.
Yeah.
All right, what would it take to do that?
Oh, so we could just walk through?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, a mobile one also.
That would be entirely too much.
That's you can't do a power stunt of a power stunt until you have the first power stunt actually accomplished. So yeah, sorry.
All right, what would it take to do the first one though?
Just a wall of fire actually surrounding you guys or in front of you, whatever. It is 100 karma points, mine. And then you've got to roll under your power rank, which is remarkable, and you have to score in the red. After that, you have to well, actually you shouldn't have to roll the hit, so that should be it.
All right.
Or can she make like a fire hallway for us so that
without having the first power stunt is a little too detailed.
It would take 2 walls that way. So
Okay, sorcery
It's like,
points for that.
come on, fire tube.
Plus, I don't know if you guys could survive going through a freaking fire hallway.
We could
I am going to
we could
hold
find
off.
out for sure if we would by reading the article that went up on nerdarchy.com today.
Just gonna put. Oh, you actually put it up, dude. You're
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't get that to Doug until 4:30. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I actually started that while I was watching the live chat. That's why I was listening, but I couldn't comment today at noon because I'm just like, dude, I have to get this done. So.
All right, so let's do this, man. I guess.
So, Nate, what exactly are you planning on doing? Are you going to try and do a wall?
No.
Okay.
Because for meta reasons, I have the karma to try it, but I don't trust myself to roll in the red right now. So I'm going to wait until I have a little bit more so that I know it'll work.
Gotcha. Also, shoot, even without the shirt, those headphones would totally do it.
Oh, yeah.
Those would totally do it. All right. I've got my Age of Ultron headphones on, if you guys can see.
Davis, yes, be my rat buddy.
All right. Oh, really? We've already got traders? Okay. So, Vermin is going for the attacks. I just had his step up. Boom. His intuition. Eesh. Okay. So, what's everybody's intuition?
Excellent 20.
Okay. Top of the order.
I've got good, but wait a minute, what do I got? Yeah, I got
the
good,
best
but I have
intuition.
martial arts E.
Yeah, if you're going to be punching, then, or, melee, then you get 20. Travis?
Holy.
Good. 10.
Good.
Really
Nate?
good. Really, really good.
Typical 6.
Okay. I'll let you go before Vermin. Okay, so that is the order. So who wants to go first, Dave or actually Doug? If you're going to attack from a distance, you
Yep.
go first.
Hypnotic pattern. I'm going to try to hypnotize the rats and dogs with a scintillating bubble of light. And so that's at -1 CS for my power, so it's a remarkable 30. 53. That is in the green.
All right. You know what? I should probably there's all this stuff just so I can get the thing open. And I've memorized most of the stuff anyway, so it's probably pointless. But let me go and open my chart. For the
It's
sake
like
of
this.
time.
It's like a Saturday Night Fever up in here.
Nice.
You got to do this with your hand when you
Yeah.
do that. You do the dazzler your tips bit. Yeah, this whole thing. This way. Yeah. Come on.
The rats are dancing around.
Okay, so I will roll for the rats and the... Okay, that sucks. So you got them, but I believe you also only got in your power rank is excellent or remarkable.
It's incredible, but it's remarkable for
Yes,
that
remarkable.
part
So
of the
you got in
ability.
the 50s, so it's in the green. So you have to keep that pattern going every round in order
No problem, man.
to get these guys
That's-
to actually stay.
I don't have any combat attack powers anyway, so that was my plan. I'm the concentration guy.
All right, so be it. So,
I keep them hypnotized. In
so
the
the
chat.
rats and the dogs. You
It's working.
guys don't get to attack this round. Dave, you are next.
All right. So I'm really getting tired of you sewer freaks, and I just run at him with a charge, like I'm going to shoulder rush him. But before I get to him, I'm going to split into all my parts, and we're all going to come together with him in the center.
You know what would be cooler is if you just did your like a charge. If you actually did like a power stunt where you did a charge attack, that would increase your charge +1 column shift per guy that you summon, so you can have like up to +6.
Like do a freight train on him.
+5. Yes, like Shao Kahn, I think he is the
yeah.
guy in Mortal Kombat 2.
He basically just keeps getting hit.
Yeah. Like, do, 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 do. Okay, so you're gonna do a charge attack now
From 6 different directions.
from 6 different directions. Okay, so then you'll be able to use your lightning reflexes to attack.
Okay, can I just use my endurance?
Yes, you can actually because it's higher. You have amazing 50. So go ahead.
All right. $77.
Oh my god! And that's +1
Probably yellow, right?
distance. It's only like one area. So 6. Yeah, that's in the yellow. So that's a slam. So let's see his endurance real quick.
So how does that work if he gets hit from every direction with a slam?
Yeah, I know.
He
Good question.
implodes.
Oh, for crying out loud. He's got a great endurance, but he rolled a 0.5.
Oh.
It's got great. That's not even on the universal table.
I don't want to tell you what it is.
I'm just messing around.
You'll find out next Monday when I upload it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what happens here is he's going to get hit, but since he can't go anywhere, it's going to revert to the stun section. Since, you know, I don't know that you can actually make them come from. Why can't you? Whatever. I'm not going to get into it now. That's something that you should actually decide, like what you can do. So, like right now, I'm just going to say that it reverts to the stun section. So he's going to be stunned for a round. I don't want this to go too damn quick.
Yeah.
So, wow, everybody's stunned at this point. Next up should be Travis.
All right. So I know from what I know about Vermin, I take pity on the guy, right? He's pitiful, right? He's a pitiful character. Okay. And he's also been completely knocked on his ass by Mosh Pit, who has run over him like a train, right? So I'm kind of like, all right, hold tight. And how is the rat dog situation? Are we getting our ass eaten by rabid rats? Yes.
No, they are all mesmerized.
Oh, they're all mesmerized. All right. Well, I'm gonna hold tight.
Can't you hit them with like a dog whistle sound or something and just make them run away?
Oh yeah, good call. All right.
That'd be pretty great. I don't want to have to hurt a dog.
All right, I'm gonna dog whistle. I'm gonna do my best dog whistle.
Isn't that one of
Try and spook 'em
the
outta here.
early missions you have to do in DDO? You go down and clear out the cobalt tunnels.
Yes, you have to leave. Home Sweet Sewer, it's called. You
There you
lead
go.
the kobolds' dogs out of the sewer without harming them.
I'm gonna do that thing where you tuck your.
Are you like throwing it far away so they go to that?
Yeah.
Is that yeah? Okay.
Well, I was just thinking you hit them with a frequency that is higher, but it's painful to animals, so you just drive them off.
All right, I'm going with Dave's thing. I'm gonna scream at him, and I'm gonna try and scare him off with a frequency that only they can hear and they hate.
Okay. If you
Yeah.
have enough to do a power stunt, if you choose, you can actually try and do a form of animal control.
I cover my pockets to protect the rat that is riding in it.
Okay. So
There's
what's
also
that-
one crawling
what's
up
that rat's name in the chat?
broadcast leg.
That's who?
That's Davis.
That's Davis? Okay.
Davis.
Ah.
I don't want to hurt Davis. Hold Davis's ears. Yeah. Well, we're gonna try and scare away the dogs here. If
You're
they
just going to try and scare... Oh, just the dogs?
just the yeah. Well, I don't want to do the animal control thing because I'm saving the power stunt this round to do actual damage to somebody. I've been thinking about this the whole time. Is I'm gonna hold on to my points here because I've got enough to do it, but I want to actually hurt somebody this time if I have to. So we're gonna hold on to him for that before I.
Oh, there's a rat trying to protect Nightlight too.
Before I
Get out of town.
Jack Frost.
I'm gonna try and scream at.
They're actually squeaking in the chat. That's awesome. Guys, anybody who's just joining us in the future, not live, I want you to understand that this is the absolute best chat in any game online. I challenge you.
You see how good of heroes we are, though? Even the rats in the sewers like us, man.
Like they're squeaking in the chat. That's awesome. They're actually saying squeak. All right, go on. So what are you going to do, Travis? You're just going to do go ahead and roll your power.
All right, I'm rolling it. We're gonna hit these dogs. I got a 71.
71
on to zap these angry dogs away from me
so
with
your
my
power
dog, my
is
new
incredible,
dogs.
right?
Yes.
And you rolled a 71?
Yes.
You're in the yellow. So these guys are going to be rolling on excellent. Wait, no, excuse me. Well, they're going to be rolling on feeble. And they got a 63. Just makes it in the green. So they will back down, but they will not actually run.
It's cool.
They will back down, but they will not actually run. And they are still.
I'm a dog person.
In fact, I'm actually going to give them a reroll. I'm going to give them a reroll. They're still mesmerized, though. They're still mesmerized. And Nate. Megan, that's you.
Oh, yes. I don't want to hurt a dog. I'm sorry. I was making a note because of the chat karma later. Anyway.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No,
Yeah.
the dogs are still mesmerized. The other rats are still mesmerized also.
In which case, I'm gonna back up Mosh Pit over there because, as far as I'm concerned, this is the guy that's making all these helpless animals go crazy, and I don't like him. So, I'm gonna, prep as soon as I get a clear shot. I want to swing at him with Bess.
Old Bessie?
Yes, just Bess, like the landlord's daughter from The Highwayman.
I never watched this. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Bess.
Okay.
So, are you igniting it or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take, I guess, 10 points of singe damage on your fingers. And so that's going to be incredible. Plus your good. What's your strength?
20.
Strength is 20. So you're doing 30 points of physical damage and plus 30 points of fire damage.
It's 98 to hit.
It's what?
98 to hit.
Oh. Lad. What's your fighting?
Grand slam.
He's dead.
Fighting is also 20, but I'm using best, so
And you've got weapon specialist, right?
yes, I do.
Okay. His endurance is actually higher than that, so he's still rolling under an advantage. But oof. Oh my god, he's still going to take the stun. So that's a double stun on him. Okay. On top of that, let's see. Dave, did I tell you how much damage you did or no?
No.
Okay, your endurance is amazing 50. So you do 50 points of damage to him. Megs just did 60 points of damage to him. All right. He's not out, but you could tell he's hurt. Wow, you guys are a lot tougher than I thought. I should have had you guys ambushed. I will learn my lesson from this point on. So he goes down. I'll just tell you he's got 10 hit points left. He's also just a little bit on fire because of all of his his ragged old pants. One of his ears is actually ignited, and he's actually crying and screaming, trying to put himself out, trying to roll himself out.
I'm gonna help him put the fire out.
Yeah, put the fire out.
Okay.
I feel like, look, buddy.
I feel bad.
Nobody's. Yeah. I mean, we don't have any beef with you unless you're gonna start, kidnapping women and bringing them down here and eating them or something like that. But
Throwing dogs
we're
at
just trying.
Fruit pie.
Yeah.
you, man.
We're just looking. We're just passing through, man.
That is good.
If you need help, I'll leave a business card for a charitable organization that Bright Future Technologies sponsor.
This
Good
guy.
call.
Stick in his pocket, like, look, they might be able to help you with your problems.
This guy. Right next to the hostess,
Yeah,
strawberry filling cake.
that's right.
That's only going to make him hate Spider-Man.
Have a fruit pie. Go get some help, dude. Come on.
So you let down the mesmerism in order to do that. So the dogs and the rats are a little bit confused right now. The dogs already had the whole scare thing on them, so they're a little bit like, okay, they're backing up, they're growling, they're looking at you going closer to their master, but the communication is actually down. The animal telepathy is actually down. So they're a little bit like, okay, he's kind of a friend, but right now I don't feel as close to him, so they're really confused at this point.
Anybody who's going to make you fight to the death isn't your friend, rats and dogs.
Yeah.
Remember that.
They start taking down notes with their little paws.
Be good to each other.
Do some poofs of flame. No animal's going to go towards fire.
I was actually thinking I'm gonna ball a fist and hold it out for a dog to sniff.
Always use your offhand. You don't want to get bit on your good hand.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why the
Stink
fist though, because most dog mouths can't fit around a human fist completely. So it's gonna hurt, but it's
Yeah,
not
what
gonna
kind of dog is this?
I've
hand
been
would.
around a lot of really big dogs.
I was
then.
picturing a German Shepherd, but now I'm picturing like a pug or something like that. Was it a
Yeah,
big dog?
right? No, most of these are going to be like labbies,
Okay.
shepherds, all that good stuff. Might be a Rottie here and there. So, and one little Chihuahua that's just like, oh my God, will you please shut up? I swear to God, I will punch you. Okay.
Underwood Sketches. I see Moshpit as the new alpha. I go with him.
Yes, some are following the Bright Lord.
Oh, get out of town. Tell me this
They're
is not really happening.
Bradley Duke. I will sniff my new master's hand.
You're the Red King.
God. Red King. That was actually a good book. I read that
Rags
as
is
an
the
older
chihuahua.
Fraginator is the Chihuahua. Yeah.
Rags of figures.
Mummy Regs.
But he's a hologram of a Chihuahua. Okay, so that was a season 1 reference. Okay, so you guys are sitting there. You're putting him out. You're like trying to pat him out and whatnot. And he looks up. He says, "You helped vermin?"
That's right, friend. That's right. We're going to get you back on your feet. It's not good down here. I'm going to clean you up.
Not big fan of this one's voice. Anyway, sound like corporate lackey.
Corporate shill.
You don't know Tab Cannon? He sticks up for the common man on his show. You should tune in.
That's right.
Yes, that's the jingle. Meanwhile, the company is called Shyster and Shyster Incorporated. So,
I smell like pee. Let me tell you something, buddy. A homeless guy peed on me like an hour and a half ago. All right? We've all been there. All right.
Good point.
Let's cut the crap. All right, everybody. Look,
Let's cut the
this guy's
crap,
name
get
is
to the
Vermin, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, what's your
All
real
right.
name, man? You went. That can't be your. You can't want to be called Vermin.
Name
Yeah.
Vermin, what always called. Remember, he was created.
I have a
So-
single tear. I got a tear.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't know.
Vermin is shocked. He's shocked that you guys are actually trying to show him some love, some help, and whatnot. He does, oh, for crying out loud, he
He's
does
just some
eat
furry dude in the
one of
sewer, man.
the apple filling pies. Just,
Oh, apple, blueberry.
surprisingly good.
Right?
Very the
Cheese.
powder, very interesting. Hostess had better give this channel a freaking better give us a plug, man.
He's addicted now.
He's
Sugar baby.
As he's talking to you guys, he starts like digging for more in the pockets. You're kind of like, okay, I don't know where your hands are going.
That one's got pee on it.
Who always calls you Vermin? Who calls
Um,
you Vermin?
everyone who use Vermin, and everyone use Vermin. You use Vermin too?
No. We didn't even want to fight with you at all.
I saw the people's eyebrows starting on Dave's end.
Look, bro, I got a lot of kinks. That ain't one of them.
Oh man. Okay, so
Let's go.
Hey, we're just looking for some bad cowboys that came down here, man. We're not looking for no trouble.
Did they use you?
Cowboys? They,
Yes,
Yeah.
3 men.
Some ropes,
they tell me Nefaria and bad guy, and
He is a bad guy.
him keep people out my sewer. So these guys, not these guys, just these 3 come. They come and they say Nefaria sent us, and so I let him go, but you guys not have password. So they say that you guys coming have to kill, have to eat.
That's not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool at all.
Vermin
This
not
is
eat.
not-
Vermin
Bro.
not know.
I'm Irish. I taste horrible.
Okay,
Sure.
And you'd find me to be a very light meal indeed.
I'd be a little hot for you.
Yeah, they peed on me.
I'm sticking with the P.
Yeah.
Reason
It just
enough.
happened. It was like 10
Right.
minutes ago.
I'm so kidding.
It's probably not even dry yet.
I was on a train. Riot.
A light bright.
Iterating upon.
Yeah.
So, small sidebar, but I hardly ever ask you for money. I'm gonna need to like
Hardly ever.
cash
Good
off of you to
timing.
get a matching leather jacket made for this rat that crawled in my pocket because I kind of like him.
Oh, get the hell out.
Nope.
I just need $50 cash.
Like everybody's got a freaking rat right now.
I don't want a
Everybody's
rat.
got a rat. I'm staring at the chat. Everybody's got a rat.
Yeah.
I appreciate the rats
Just
following of the
Awesome.
Bright Lord, but
help me out.
The most metal thing ever. Actual
Right.
rat in the actual sewer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Fraginator is humping on Travis's leg.
Oh, that's a
I'd
dog.
rather he didn't. I'm assuming I can keep him from doing that. I mean,
It's a dog. It's
Oh,
up to you.
yeah, okay.
He's still got control over his character.
It's been a long day.
That's what the dog is thinking. Mosh Pit has a
But he's
dog.
about to get some relief.
I'm gonna
Um,
give him a Hostess fruit pie.
Oh, man.
He'll love it.
Okay. So, all right.
Peach.
So at this point, he says, yes, he tells you that they did indeed go past him. And check. And
Do you know where they're headed? Do you know where they're going?
Where did the Cowboys go?
Vermin Sewer goes straight. Sometimes turns, but no take turns. Turns always goes someplace else. Stay straight. When goes straight, this is where they go. They're going to dark place.
Oh,
well,
boy.
that shouldn't be a problem for us.
Doesn't sound promising at all.
And I'll make the lights kind of like go on his suit.
Yeah. You look like Daft Punk.
Yeah.
You just look amazing. It's all done.
Scintillating.
Really? Yeah. It's great. So, yeah. I put like a blanket on him. Is there a blanket anywhere? I'm gonna give him a gift certificate to Old Navy to get him some new shorts or something.
Just keep them on at all times.
He's got broadcast
You never
just
know.
carries a bindle around with him all the time. He's
Right?
got like his hobo kit.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if I'm gonna have home tonight. So I
And yet,
got my
no
blanket.
wet
I got
Bye.
Hostess pies.
It's a good call.
Yeah, no wet wipes in there. Go figure.
No.
Can mine be a bloodhound? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. So,
So-
you'll have good 10 tracking.
So it sounds like we're going straight down the tunnel.
Straight.
Let's do it.
So,
Right ahead.
you guys, okay.
Stay in school. Drink your milk, vermin.
And I'm gonna
Take your
scan
vitamins.
all the frequencies around me. I'm gonna listen to
Oh,
the radio
yeah.
bands all around me to try and
Good
hear if
call.
anybody down here is doing anything with
Nefarious.
radio waves or if they're communicating with each other. Anybody on the radio talking to each other down here? I'm
Good call, man.
and I'm brooding a little bit while I'm doing it. Like I'm real pensive and quiet about it. You guys are like, "What's wrong with him?" It's because he's listening, man. He's
You
listening
might
to the
hear some
radio.
music
brother.
once in a while.
I feel like this is really your
Credence.
internal monologue in character.
Yeah, he's like actually say, yeah. Doesn't he often broadcast to his viewers? Like Tab Cannon is
Like-
pensive right now as I'm
Thinking,
walking through the
The
sewers.
thinking box comic where it's like that we're not actually hearing this out loud, but this is like the narration going on in broadcast's head that the audience can see. And
Deadpool's got several of those.
yeah. Yeah, you can see his. Yeah. Yeah. I'm real upset.
So the chat is now speaking in animal and translating.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So
I don't eat that processed shit. Sorry.
that's probably Fraginator, right? Yep. That's
We
great.
have rats following us now.
Are they like Disney rats? Do they have like little tunics and little vests and
It's like Secret of Nim up in here.
yeah? They have like lives and souls and
The whole
Thumbs.
rat world you don't even know about, man.
they sit on thimbles.
I love the translations in the chat. That's freaking amazing. Okay.
It's
So
something.
you guys start moving forward. I wish that we could freaking actually publish the chat. Like that would be
oh
great.
yeah,
It's just that special time between us and them.
All right. Okay. So
that's what makes it beautiful.
you guys are walking forward now. I want to say that the chat can't follow, but I can't break up this family. So
Thank you.
damn it. Fine. But I want you guys to know you can't be both. You can't be both. So you're either the ones that you already started as, or you're something else.
They'll
So
sacrifice themselves for us.
they're just like, I can't take it.
My little buddy.
As long
Our
as long as
Samuel
they're
Hall
not
did that
cops.
in a monologue one time. He's like, only human beings are the only animals that actually commit suicide. You ever see a squirrel in the woods with a stick? He's like, I can't take it anymore.
Oh no, I meant they'll defend us to their death, I'm sure.
I know. Oh man, but the mind takes me where it wants to, man.
Some of Arsenio stand up there.
As you guys are walking forward, man, nobody got bit. Unbelievable. What a waste. Okay. You guys have been down here for a while, and you've had several interesting, amazing, messed up encounters, including being
Yeah.
cheated on. So, which seems to be more traumatic than not. So, you guys come across. All right, you guys realize that you need to rest. You actually need to rest. Hearing broadcasts is not the easiest thing right now. Sometimes in certain places you get like a little whatever, but for the most part, you're too far underground. There's too much concrete in between you and the world. So,
It's nothing. There's nothing. Ah,
I'm cut off.
I'm cut off. This is a nightmare. Hear anything?
So,
Oh.
Well, is there like ladders leading up to manhole covers and stuff? I mean, imagine we're passing them here and there, right?
no.
Or no?
You've actually got to the point where no, you're nowhere near those. You'd have to actually take side tunnels, auxiliary tunnels to get to those areas and go back up. So, and since you guys don't have a map and none of you are familiar with the sewers, then no, I'm afraid that's simply not going to happen.
Oh, we're in the sewers.
You are in the sewers, the subways.
See a Ninja Turtle?
Michelangelo, hello. I've got my guys up there.
Nice.
I can actually give the chat a quick.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's my Ninja Turtle.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
I got the Pez dispenser heads from Saudi. even though they're the same ones you get here.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, though.
All right. So,
Turtles.
yes. So, you guys find an alcove that you can actually go into, and it's cleaner than not, but it's still not clean. You get what I'm saying? You don't have enough wet wipes in your pack to actually clean the freaking thing down, but it's doable. But you guys, even if you're not necessarily going to sleep, you do need to regather your energy. But I will give you a choice. You could continue going, but you're going to be at -1 column shift for the rest of the encounter.
Hey Mosh, you remember those old nights like staying up real late playing monsters and mazes? I've got first watch.
All right, sounds good to me.
Gotta sleep in a
You think you
sewer?
could like scorch out this enclave, maybe warm it up a little bit, and burn away this crud?
I can try. You guys might want to clear out. Take these. I hand you the rats so they don't get hurt.
You
I will do
do
my
a couple
level
of quick little test sparks to make sure nothing's going to ignite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, seems good. What the hell? All right. Okay,
Like that.
fine. That was a little bit better than mine. A little bit. Just a smidge.
My biscuits are burning.
So you guys go inside. It smells. If it could smell worse, it does. But it does feel a little bit cleaner. Just
This
a
is the
little bit.
side of this is the side of superheroics that you don't see on the news.
I
Exactly.
can assure you, at the very least, no bacteria survived.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, that's for sure.
That's good. So yeah, what do you guys make of all this? The train with hostages, vermin, blackout was down here. These sewers are there's more going on beneath the streets than on them. Is that how these guys get around so quickly?
You know, I
Yeah, they
didn't
made-
know that sewers were this big. I thought they were actually like smaller tunnels than this.
Oh no, the New York City sewer system is pretty extensive, Nate.
Yeah, but we're in like Hunts Point, was it?
Yeah.
Hunts Point, Brooklyn.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a
I
neighborhood
didn't
in
do the
Brooklyn.
research.
It's no Chicago sewers, but you know, we're not on skiffs.
Yeah, you might not find Al Capone's hidden vault down there with Geraldo's career, but you might find something.
Do you guys think that Blacklash had any connection to the enforcers and Nefaria, or was it just like a totally separate?
Blacklash may be kidnapping people who get in the way of Nefaria continuing to usurp, or however
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gaining ground in town. He's muscling people and moving them out of the way who put up a fight. If he can't do
That-
what I don't know,
that's
buy
true,
them
that
off,
probably-
hypnotize them, or whatever horrible thing he does to people. Otherwise, he just kidnaps them or pushes them around. So
That's right.
Blacklash is probably making more money than the enforcers were, but the enforcers are the ones who will go down there and mix it up with characters like Vermin. So
Yeah, because they were trying to kidnap Carlos Acosta, not kill him. So those might have been other community leaders.
and who else did the porcupine?
Mhm.
And am I forgetting anybody? It was
Blackout, but he was just kind of like
Blackout.
out of his mind. He didn't seem to be working with anybody. He was just kind of like down there, chilling.
They all get away too. That's the other thing. We got to capture
Travis,
these guys.
using your journalism, make a roll. Make a reason roll at +1
Okay.
column shift using your journalism. What's
Okay.
the rank?
My rank on my journalism.
So it's your reason +1 column shift.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Hmm.
It's good plus. Yeah, it's good.
Well,
Plus one CS.
Your reason is good, right?
Yes.
So it's excellent.
So it's
So you're gonna
excellent.
make the roll under excellent.
I got a 30.
Okay, as you were.
So there's something to know.
I remember there's something to think about to know, but I'm so covered in hobo pee that I'm distracted. I'll have to
As he's
remember
just, like
later.
trying to rub it in.
Yeah, hang on a second. I got fruit pie on my jacket next to it.
fucking guy. Okay. So before I start peeing on myself, you guys, you guys sitting down there, and you keep on hearing what sounds like music boxes, like constantly, little sounds here and there of music boxes.
Broadcast, could you cut it out?
What? I like music boxes. That's not. Wait, I'm just kidding. That's not me. I'm not making.
Okay, no,
music
seriously.
boxes.
Are you being serious right now? Are you like for real with me at this moment? Because if you're joking,
am-
you need to tell me
Nate-
because it's creepy.
Nate, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. This is because it's serious for real down here. I hear it. I hear it too. Right? I'm not making a sound like music boxes. And can I tell which way the sound is coming from?
It's the sewer.
It's the sewer.
Dig down deep.
Sewer, Nate.
Broadcast.
Oh, man, it's the sewer.
Feel
Well,
the music.
I swear to
Is
God,
it-
if we end up running into the Phantom of the Opera,
That would be awesome.
I'm suitably creepy. Suitably creeped out by this music box sound. in the
Is it
dark.
creepy or is it like we've only just begun?
Is it pleasant?
I
It
heard
just
the
sounds like
take back out of my pocket and pet him.
All right, so we're like in a tunnel, going one way and the other, like just a one
Like
direction thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's an alcove.
There's an alcove and we're in a little room, right? We burned that out. Okay. All right,
It
I'm
looks
gonna
like
stick my.
if the sewers start to flood and people are trapped inside, they can go inside there, and it's like a trap to avoid if they can't get out, to an auxiliary in time.
Yeah.
Gotta
Man,
go to the dark place.
yeah,
Kind
I
of
think
flashing back to it's a small world ride.
Oh yeah.
Not creepy little children all over the place over there.
Could I use my reason to even take a ballpark stab at where we might be? We're pretty far from where we came down. It might be minus whatever CS, but just like a ballpark. Are we like in the Bronx still, or are we like far?
I almost feel like this would be more intuition than anything else.
My intuition's not too terrible.
Yeah, you got like excellent or something.
Roll that.
Yeah. Just a ballpark. Are we like super? We were on a train. It's like, are we still in the Bronx? Are we in Manhattan?
Geez, yeah,
not
'cause
not like
on the train,
exactly
the
where.
train was moving, so
Just like how many miles?
Are we still in New York?
I can't imagine. Trains don't really go too far out of New York. Like they don't even go to upstate. So,
Well, I guess
We gotta
at the
press
very
on, man.
least, we had the river was sort of near, so we're at least know what direction we were. Because I don't think we're under the river.
Are we lost?
Basically,
yeah.
No, you're not
Yes.
lost. We're
I
right
am not
where you are.
We gotta go out there and go the way that we didn't come from, towards the scary darkness, and that's what Vermin told us to do, and not turn at all. That would be bad. We didn't turn, did we?
We did
stayed.
not.
Okay, good times.
We
It's
just
not-
kind of went into this alcove.
All right. Well, we all need a nap. We're all
We should've
exhausted.
So I just pop out another mosh pit and like, yo, bro, you got this? And then I curl up and take a nap.
I wish I could do that. That'd be amazing. That's like the best thing about your power.
No,
Never leave
it's
the
not
house.
really. Like the lawn needs to be mowed, and I like someone to mosh. I'm like, yo, you gotta do the lawn. He's like, yo, I'm not doing the lawn. You
I'm exact duplicate of you. I'm lazy too, man.
do.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do it.
That ends up, and I end up with 6 of us fighting each other over who's going to do the chore.
Guys, you can like split your watches up into 15 minutes and cover the whole night with 6 of you. Like, it's just chill.
Yeah. Good call.
Follow me.
So apparently, I'm curling up with Underwood's Sketcher, who wants to be a bloodhound, and we're napping.
Nightlight's probably just gonna pull his knees up, and he's a little dejected, just like, God, man, I thought that being a hero would be more heroic than this.
So
What do you mean, man? I got a bloodhound pillow over here, man. This is pretty good.
What is that creepy thing? What was that? I didn't like that.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, Wait, what?
In the stream, there was like some creepy kid.
I know.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like pass that dejectedly.
Does Doug, does
there's-
Marvel have a Toy Man version?
Probably.
I light a cigarette.
Okay. So you guys hear in the background, and when you stop talking, it's no longer in the background. You actually hear the music boxes playing, or the music box playing several different melodies. You also hear a little kid, sounds like a girl, singing Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Oh no.
Is this like in the middle of the night while we're resting?
Play a game?
I don't know. I'm pretty tired. I might not even wake up.
Itsy bitsy spider went
Wake
up
up.
the water spout.
Man, everyone knows what happens to Itsy Bitsy Spider. It's not good where we are.
Right?
Guys, we're gonna fight a giant
No. The spider is actually the victim or the hero in the story. The villain, the enemy, is the water.
Oh no.
Every so
I like what you're
often,
saying.
anybody with an natural intuition of excellent 20, which I think is only Doug, sees a child's legs walking by, stopping in front of the little alcove entrance, and then continuing on. The next time you see it, Doug, you can point it out to them, and they will notice it also.
I
Just the
definitely
legs?
would. Like you're talking about like its legs with no torso?
The alcove comes in, and then you guys are on a stairway up. So there's only a little bit of the outside that you can see, and it's the ground.
Okay, I would whisper that then, like, guys, it looks like a little kid walking by every so often. Yeah, I have to stage whisper. Guys, there's a little kid walking by every so often.
And this is how we die.
I lost my dolly.
I hope not.
Will you help me
I'm gonna open
find
up one of
her?
my cheap razor phones and turn it
You're
on
not
and hold it up
afraid
like
of
a
the
flashlight.
dark, are you?
Okay. You see a bunch more legs come over, and you do hear a couple more kids.
Oh dear Lord.
And yeah, it definitely attracted them. You hear a little girl say, I lost my
Where am
doll.
I? Help me,
Can you help me
please.
find my doll, please?
Yo, these sewers is effed
What's
up.
your name?
So, listen, this has been fun. This superhero thing. Good meeting y'all.
Hello? I
Yeah,
see
Yeah.
your light.
cool.
Yeah, we're here. What's your name?
My name is Susie. And everybody starts giving their names. You hear at least 4 names. But some of them are talking over each other. And they say, is it warm in there? It's really cold. Can we come in?
Don't fight them in. They might be vampires.
They're not vampires. They're little kids. We're not in a horror movie.
We don't know what
yeah,
in
come
is.
on.
We don't know what in is a reference
Yeah.
to at this time. In
Wow. Meg's just caved that quick.
And
Okay.
they're kids. They are kids.
I would rather than not come in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Nate.
He's not gonna leave a kid out in the cold.
Necktie.
He's been the kid out in the cold. He's not gonna
How do I
it.
grapple? How do I grapple Nate?
Put a hand over his mouth. Hey, shut up!
Roll to hit multiple times. Can I borrow your lightning speed, Dave? Okay, so what
Got a
happens is,
67.
have you guys ever heard the creepypasta tales of the black-eyed kids? Because
Oh
we
yes.
invited them in.
I kind of think that's where you were going, but Nate doesn't know that. So
So, a bunch of little kids, really dirty and filthy, scroungy in the sewers, and they have eyes as black as night, as in no irises, like somebody poured oil in their eyes and they didn't notice. And you see them coming in and walking towards you guys. Thank you for inviting us in.
what the actual fuck is this? I'm like backing the hell up.
I rescind my invitation.
She invited you.
And they keep coming towards you guys, closer and closer and closer.
Yo,
Where am I?
okay, you're
Help
like
me,
8,
please.
and I want to have any trouble here. Just,
Some of them
just
look
don't
younger.
touch me, man. Like, you got some freaky contacts in or something.
Let's play
and
hide
you're
and seek.
sewer.
You hide,
We're so
and I'll
cold.
find you.
Can you help us stay
Ready?
warm? And reach out with
Go.
big hugging arms.
Which one of y'all's a Ghostbuster? Because it's time to do it.
I'm gonna oh man, I got rats in my pockets, or I'd give you my jacket. I can't no.
So I wake
You
up.
hide,
Just
and I'll find
Look at
you.
the screen.
Ready?
guys.
Go.
The chat is freaking off. I love it. They're still translating. Look at the
So
chat.
I'm gonna wake up now, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, Mosh," and Mosh is gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, Mosh? Yo, Mosh, remember the thing we did on the train? Yeah, Mosh, of course I remember the thing we did on the train. We're gonna do the thing we did on the train again.
You're gonna teleport out and say screw these guys?
I'm going to teleport on the other side of all the kids.
Okay.
For my human brain.
It looks like there's 8 of these kids.
Oh, jeez.
Looks like there's 8 of these kids. So teleporting to the other side. Okay. You're gonna do the power stunt?
Yeah, 100 karma.
Okay, and then you got to get in the red. This will be your second time doing it. Every time after the next 3 times you do it after this, you only have to get in the yellow, but this time you have to get in the red.
All right, I am adding karma to this roll.
Yes, you are.
So, oh, that was a 97.
Damn.
So
All right,
I will
so-
give you 10 karma.
Yep. So
Much-
that's 110 karma, and now you have to. You don't need to roll agility or anything. So okay, you teleport to the other side. So I'll get to you in a moment. You guys, the other knuckleheads, is there anything you could do to avoid them grabbing onto you?
I mean, I'm sorry. Anybody else? I can go ahead. The
Go
only thing
for
I think a fight or flight kind of a thing where it's like if I'm really backed up and I'm really all the way to the wall, then the only thing I can really do is be like, okay, and I like dig in my heels and shout, "Try tangy blueberry," and attempt to stun them with my power. And I think it's kind of like the power stunt I did last time, except I think I did that through other people's devices, and so that's one thing I'll ask you later.
Everybody, all the other players roll against Incredible 40 for your stun, because you're inside a very enclosed alcove, and it is a sewer, very thick
Oh, boy.
stone walls, concrete reinforced.
I didn't think this
You're
through.
all feeling the stun.
Was it your endurance?
I believe it would be under your endurance, yes. So, Mosh, you get to, with your amazing endurance, you get to roll under monstrous. If anybody else has Incredible 40 endurance,
You'll be fine.
like exactly, then you roll an incredible. Anybody with less than incredible, then you're going to roll at -1 column shift to your endurance.
I'm good. I am not stunned.
You got in the yellow?
Yep, I got an 86 on typical, which is 2 bars into the yellow.
Nice.
I am not fine.
Okay.
I was trying to get you unconscious anyway, just a couple rounds ago. So by attacking,
I got a 90.
letting the ghosts in here for Pete's sake.
I mean,
Kids.
do we think they're like? Do they just look like kids, right? They're not like apparitions, like transparent, or
That's right.
other than having black eyes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only
Correct.
unusual thing about them.
Correct. But you do have this gut feeling about you. It does get really cold for a sewer. It does get really cold. Travis, you can roll also. What's your endurance?
Excellent 20.
You can roll at your power rank. So at
I rolled
incredible.
a 77.
Under incredible, that is
Yes.
fine. Okay. So, Megs,
I went Nova.
you go under.
Mm-hmm.
You get touched, and you ever touch dry ice?
Oh,
Terrible mistake. Yeah, it feels like that, where it's like, oh, that's not so bad. Let's see. Travis. Well, you
Yes.
actually already went. You're grappled. You feel the same thing. Doug, before I roll these dice, anything you can do?
Yeah, I'm gonna make an illusory duplicate of myself and like get out of the way so that it grabs onto that.
like Sub-Zero, where you're like, I
Yeah.
duplicate, and I'm
Yep.
in the back.
Yeah,
All right.
basically.
All right,
Exactly like that.
done.
That's not cool. Thought the blueberry thing would work.
They go now. You know they're a ghost because they go right through the ice, and he looks up at you, and you almost feel, even though the eyes are all black and don't seem to shift, they kind of twitch a little bit, like cool trick. Grabs you anyway. And as for Mosh, there are a bunch behind you, or not behind you, a bunch around you. You teleport behind them, but aside from this alcove, are you going to try and like dive through or something?
I was trying to teleport outside of the alcove.
It's like, see you later. I'll see you back at the light cave
I
if you
was
guys
trying to go
live.
home.
Okay, I guess that's a possibility. Okay, sure. So you teleport outside of the alcove, but you see a bunch of them walking through the walls to come towards you.
Man, this has gotten really creepy up in here.
Yeah.
Freaking Ash.
I can't answer you. I am down just like I deserve.
Megan,
Yes.
you're in a different part of the sewer suddenly,
Oh, good.
and you hear crying, like a child crying.
Can I move now?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You're trying to wipe the sleep out of your eyes. You actually don't know how long you were asleep for, how long you were unconscious for. You know you were tired before, but I guess this was just like an over-the-top kind of thing. You wake up and you're rubbing sleep out your eyes, and you hear the child crying.
Does it sound like wounded crying or like scared crying?
Immediate threat crying.
Frick. All right. I gotta. I am so stupid. I would never survive in a horror movie. I gotta.
Oh, man.
Oh, are the rats with me? Jack wants to know.
The rats maybe went to a different part of the sewer.
So no, the rats are not still with
Sorry,
me.
bud.
Okay.
Oh, my wife is evil. I'm here doing a horror movie, and my wife doesn't like the cat in the room when I'm not there. That's messed up. So she's out there crying. So I guess I can open this up so that she can come in and not feel alone. Hey, Bagel, you can come in if you want.
Yeah.
So you walk around a corner. It takes you a while to try and really locate where the crying has come from because the echo location, it's insane. So you come around and you see a child being dragged by the arm. Her little doll is held tight in her left hand, but her right arm is grabbed by this big black cloaked stranger, and he's just dragging her. Like every time she falls, he doesn't even slow down, and she just has to get back up. She scrapes her knee in the splish splashing of the fetid water, and he just keeps going. At one point, she actually drops the doll, and she says, "My dolly!" And she runs back. She's actually able to break from his grip, and she goes back and she grabs the doll. But the second she picks it up, the figure is over top of her and grabs the doll from her, and then throws it down. And starts dragging her, this time by the hair, and she's able to get up and hold on and keep coming. But she does grab at the doll, but then you realize that the head is laid behind. So she's got the doll, but like minus the head, and he's dragging her more.
I'm gonna grab this doll's head, shove it in my pocket, run after them, and if I have my bat, I'm swinging at this. I don't want to swear on the internet, but he's definitely swearing in his mind right now. So
It's Nerdarchy after dark, man.
It's true. So make your roll.
Yeah. Nerdarchy.
that would be an 82.
Shit.
That's a hit. But you're surprised when the bat goes right through this
Ass.
illusion-ish thing, and the smoke just wisps, and nobody even notices that you were there as the figure just keeps on walking.
Is there still a doll head in my pocket?
In your pocket?
I picked up the doll head, stuck it in my pocket, and ran to take a swing.
You are on hiatus.
Okay.
Travis,
Yes.
you wake up in a different part of the sewer. It's a very dry part of the sewer, which is weird. There's you know, the two walkways, and then below it is where the sewer actually goes. So it's like squared off, and the water is on the bottom. So even if it fills up, it's likely not going to come up there where you're at. So it's clean. So you wake up and you just, oh my God, ow, what the heck? You're like checking where you were grabbed, like, oh my God, that's freaky. And you see a box, a brown box. It looks like it's made out of metal. Maybe it's a thick plastic, you're not sure. And you see a couple little holes in it, like there's an animal inside.
Oh, okay. I'm going to listen carefully at the box. Is there a noise coming from the box?
You hear a whimpering.
Oh my God. And so it's just sewer going on in both directions, right? I'm just out in the middle of nowhere. All right.
Since
Look,
you're
I
looking
got it.
around, you also see a small plate of some gruel, some nasty porridge-like food outside of the box.
Okay. All right. And how big is the box?
This box looks like crate-sized. So maybe 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot.
All right.
So 3 foot cubed.
All right. I should have written down that my guy has like a pocket knife or something.
It'd be squared. Sorry. I lost my
Squared?
math.
So
It'd be squared, not cubed. Sorry.
I didn't pick up on it, Bill. It's all right. Well, look, it's clearly going to come out. It's whimpering. It clearly comes out and eats. It may be hurt. I might be able to get a look at it without getting my face chewed off. I'm going to hold my phone with the light, my cheap Motorola Razr, which will surely protect me from this creature.
He holds two of them in the shape of a crucifix.
Yeah. I'll pull up a picture of a crucifix on my phone, on my slow internet, and which I don't get in the sewer, and hold it up and shine a light into the box and try not to get my face eaten off.
You see a small child inside the box.
Oh, well, this is just getting too real.
And
No.
The little boy says, "Please, can you let me out? I'm so hungry."
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to gently shut the box. So now I have that information.
There's actually chains and padlocks on the box. You would have to try and pick the lock or break it or something to get it open. But
Oh, so I heard that from outside the box.
oh yeah, there's plenty of like breathing holes.
Oh,
in
but
the
I can't
box.
open it.
Please hurry before he comes back.
I'm going to take the box and get the hell out of there.
There's no way. What's your strength?
No way. I don't know. It's heavy. There's a kid in it. Damn. I got to find a dolly. I got to build a rudimentary dolly out of materials I have near.
This fucking guy.
Um,
You know, if Darwin would have said that, it would have been okay. What's happening?
no, it sounds like somebody bullshitting. It sounds good to me. I thought it worked.
Can you just pass
What's my
the food
strength?
over, please, before he comes? I don't know. What's your strength?
I can do that. It's not that. It's good. It's good, Bill. My strength is pretty good. You know how it is.
Good luck.
All right. I'll bring the gruel over to him. The mush. It's just mush. What could go wrong?
You slide it over, even keeping your hand safe, whatever. The kid starts trying to reach out 2 fingers to try and pick up as much as it possibly can and starts bringing in and eating famishly.
My character would not handle Silent Hill well.
Doug,
Yeah.
the room is really dark where you wake up.
I will.
Really dark.
I will make my suit glow.
As much as you're trying to make it glow, like pulling out all the stops, the bells, the whistles, and the freaking lights, like hazard lights, amber lights, you got the Starsky and Hutch light up on top of the roof. You're like, come on. It's not piercing a lot of this, and you know this thing is not so dark. So you start looking around as best as you can, and you only see a little figure huddled in a corner of the sewer. And as you look a little bit closer, you see eyes looking back, and it turns away. You get a little bit closer, and the voice kind of, well, I don't know if you get closer, but you look a little closer. The head turns back with, hands over and says, "Are you him? Are you with him?"
I'm not with anyone. I don't know where I am. What is this place?
This is the dark. This is the dark place.
Oh no.
Is the him a man in a black suit with a yellow lightning bolt on his face?
I haven't seen that.
Okay, that's good. How long have you been here? Is it like a kid?
It is a kid.
Okay. I would probably take a step closer, but I'm not going to get too close. I'm a little creeped out.
I just want my mommy and daddy. I just want my mommy and daddy.
Me too, kid. So is it like, it's unnatural darkness? Is it like inky black, like I can't see the floor? I can't even see like my own feet standing on the floor sort of thing?
No, you can see the floor. You can't see the ceiling.
So there is lights from somewhere.
Well, you're making the light. You're making the only light.
Oh, okay, I got it. Gotcha. I guess I would try to find like a wall or something. Yes, I would probably walk in one direction and see if I could find like a wall.
Okay. Dave, what are you doing?
So they're like ghosts coming out of the wall.
They're coming through the wall. Yes.
So I am like shifting all over the place. Like, oh my god! I'm freaking out! There's freaking ghosts! Oh my god! They're all dead.
Yeah, like he just saw us disappear, right?
So I'm like kind of like lightning speeding all over the place.
That's right. Yeah,
outside of the alcove, so you can't see in unless you like crouch down and look in, or you run back in. You'd probably have to like nosedive in.
I want to try and draw them off.
Okay.
So I'm trying to like kind of freak out near them and not get too close, but try and like see if I can't lure them away.
Intuition to try and lure them away.
All right, that should be great. I think I have a good. That is a 17. I bulldoze them all into the enclave with them. I just piled ghosts on top of you guys.
You didn't see the one who snuck in behind you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So when you wake up, you see a child, a single light bulb hanging from a chain that's swinging for some reason. Maybe someone just moved it. So it's really hard seeing what's ahead, but you do see a child, a single child. And in the middle of the room, there's things all around him in really weird mismatched mismatched all over the place. And when you look closer, you realize that they are mouse traps. And in the mouse traps are little bits of bread or cheese or something, some little morsel of food. Some of the ones nearest to the child are actually empty, and they've been set. They've been activated, triggered. Looking just a little bit closer still, the child's fingers are extremely swollen.
How many mouse traps look like they've been tripped?
Maybe 6 from your side behind.
I'm looking at the mouse traps. I'm looking at this kid. Not so bright, huh, kid?
He just left me here.
So it's like a circle of light, swinging light. As I say, like
kid's also only 6.
Whatever.
Kid. Didn't have to build a better mousetrap.
Yeah. So I want to take my foot and just like you brush it to the ones that are already tripped and like knock them into the other ones.
Okay. A whole bunch of snapping sounds happen, just like it sounds like broadcast actually just did something and came at you. All of you guys wake up to your own little whatever, and you're still where you were. You wake up, Dave. and the sewer where you got touched. Everybody else is still in the alcove.
Okay, I noticed in the chat while this was going on, I didn't want to interrupt your cutscenes, but there were some animals trying to bite us awake while this was going on, so I'm gonna go with that is what brought me around.
Nice. Good one, chat. Good one. I'm saying that, for you players to, good one for the chat.
Good job, Chad. Yay. Well done. With the biting our ass while we were knocked out.
Roll for disease.
So we're not physically gone.
Correct.
Okay.
What the frig just happened? Freaking Ash! You hear me yell from outside the enclave.
I proceed to pet the rat that's licking my face, take a deep breath, and I'm like, all right, where is this guy?
So are me and Broadcast still unconscious?
No, you guys are all
Oh.
awake.
I go back and look into the enclave and be like, I see the rat licking Ash's face. I'm like, you're so going to get rabies.
I'm not going to get rabies.
That is a sewer rat licking your face.
Yeah, he's
You definitely
kinda
might want to get that
I like
checked
him. I'm
out.
taking him home with me. We're going to get a rat enclosure and feed them nice things.
We are not going to start breeding rats in the light cave.
No, you're not. But you're gonna bring. He's gonna bring several in there, and it's gonna happen.
It's just these two. It's gonna be fine. But where is the guy? So.
Yeah, was that the dark place?
Where's the guy? The guy in the cloak. Where is that guy? Because I got a bone to pick with that guy.
Guy in a cloak? I didn't see a guy in a cloak. What are you talking
I didn't see a guy with a cloak either.
I didn't see a guy with a cloak.
I saw mousetraps.
I
And
saw
a kid that
little
wasn't that bright.
My kid was locked up in a box.
Delicious.
My kid would have probably did the same. I got one kid that would have never touched any of the mousetraps, but I got the one other kid that would have tripped a bunch of them.
Where is the guy? I find this fucker. I'm gonna bash his face in. I don't even care. Where is the guy?
Megs just went after dark.
He's the hobo king. Somewhere. King of the homos.
Homos.
Every town has one.
I'm creating a bloodhound as I'm talking to you and telling you you're going to get rabies. So,
right.
There are far worse things than rabies in the sewers. Okay, so.
Yeah, like all these super villains. What the F, man?
I would say you guys have more than enough sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're more than capable of muscling on at this point.
we just need a ghost all along. Who knew?
Oh, I'm walking. I am walking swiftly and with purpose, and I am pissed.
Look, Ash, when we get out of here, we can go online. We can look this up. We can find the guy in the cloak and see.
Yeah, damn right we're gonna do that. That guy, I'm gonna break his teeth.
It was a hallucination, wasn't it? We were all hallucinating.
Probably just
You didn't. None of us even left the room.
But we all saw the kids, and we all saw kids that were being tormented by some guy, right?
We saw ghost kids.
We did.
Who knows? It could be some crazy.
This guy killed a bunch of kids. I'm gonna knock his teeth in. I don't even care. You.
This place is lousy with people with powers down here. Could have been somebody controlling our minds.
Yeah, well, that was a
Although-
really screwed up
Someone
thing.
that's a supervillain that summons a horde of ghost kids.
Yeah.
I'll knock that guy's teeth in.
Didn't Vermin say something about we should go to the dark place? Or don't go to the dark place, he said.
He said-
That's the direction. Sorry, go ahead.
He said, "Don't go to the dark place and go straight and don't go off the path."
Yeah, I like that idea.
We went off the path and then we got attacked by ghost kids.
Oh,
We went
yeah.
inside.
I know it was like some mysterious supernatural hand forced us off the path to sleep. Even though we've only been out for a few hours. Yeah, so we don't have any idea where this possibly fake entity is.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I wasn't mad before, but I'm sure as hell mad now. So let's go find these guys, break some bones, and go home, because I'm done. I'm done. I need to Google this bullshit. We just...
Yeah.
But now we can just pretend it was the enforcers. I'm gonna just handle it.
My character remembers being in his 20s, and smiles warmly with Nate's vigor and
That enthusiasm.
I know, kids, right? Gotta stay goal oriented.
Like, what, he's so angry. What are you running from, kid?
No, I am running toward a guy in a Holocaust cloak that's about to get his teeth broken. That's where I'm going.
As you guys start walking down the sewers in the right direction that you were coming, Nate does notice on the floor a doll's head.
I pick it up.
Looks like it's been there for a while.
Yeah, I pick it up. I'm gonna put it in my pocket because if I ever find that little girl, she's getting her doll back.
At least the head, anyway. That won't be creepy at all. Hey, little girl, I got your doll.
It's all dirty and sewery.
But like the internal jacket pocket so it doesn't bother the rats.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't trust my own mind. I'm with Bright Light Night Bright on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's all manner of characters down here who can do, they play games with the human mind.
It's true. The longer we're down here, the more distracted we become.
That's right.
Is there
Not distracted. I'm going exactly where we're supposed to be going. I don't know what you guys are talking about, old men.
Hey, yo, your age.
All right.
Nate's in the front.
How about the argue with the guy who can generate fire? So
Yeah.
we're gonna find someone who's
The angry fire generator.
My young man. We will find some teeth for you to knock out before this is over.
Damn
Nate's
right.
got every fire song in his mind just blaring through his head.
Prodigy.
Hellfire.
All Prodigy.
Or the Firestarter movie.
Oh yes, Prodigy. Hey, they were in a sewer when they were singing that song.
Oh yeah, they are in a sewer. The
All
video.
right.
Yeah.
So
Mosh Pit has his hair cut.
all right. You guys start getting a lot further down, and you start to realize what I wouldn't call this a mega-opolis, but this almost looks like this is a meeting point for a lot of the sewers. It almost seems like as if maybe this could be near Grand Central Station. You guys know that this is where a lot of the stuff meet up.
So we've been down here for like over 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Like, does that seem? Do you think we lost them? I mean, why would they go into the sewers in Brooklyn and walk all the way to like Lower Manhattan? That seems weird. Passing through all those dangers,
Well,
they could have just took a cab.
Well, they had a train before we.
The enforcers weren't on the train.
We're on the train.
Yeah.
Which means we probably passed them up a long time ago. I mean, we're on that train.
We could have
we're
just waited for them. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe we should have ambushed them. We should have stopped walking.
We did the other day.
That's right.
We were at the YMCA, wherever we were.
So we lost these fucks. That's
Man,
what you're telling me.
Damn it.
Well, maybe.
The area that you guys are in right now seems to be like a wash station. So while the sewer does open up a lot, and there is the area where you can jump down, but there's a lot of water down there. And on both sides, there's a platform. There's a lot of smoke, as in a lot, from the stench. This is where a lot of times the sewer grates, you'll actually see the smoke come flying up. This is why. So it's very foggy in here. It's very hard to see the floor. It's easy enough to see in front of you, but
I could change the color of the smoke to be transparent.
you could.
or plaid.
Yeah, or that. Yeah.
That would actually be great.
Have you seen my spots today?
Polka dots. But there's also a whole bunch of those wash stations. So they're about 1.5 feet in diameter. And you know that at any time a whole bunch of water could just come and splash through like that. So, and you don't necessarily know where they go.
Ugh.
But this is something Vermin pointed out. Was he said that we were going to go to the end and we stay away from the sides, and then at the end there was like a deep dark or something. So,
Yes.
so he told this. We're at where he told us we would find them, even though we don't see them.
Bless you.
So it's not necessarily true that we've lost them, and so we
Yeah,
just
he
need to
said
walk
they
around.
went through. He let them through, so we know. They may have just taken a different train, you know?
We need to walk around the catwalk and just kind of poke around because This is that big room that's in every video game where all the sewer tunnels
Yeah.
come together to be to one thing. It's in every Spider-Man video game. First off, by the way, for
Teenage
place-
Mutant Ninja Turtles as well.
and
There would
every
definitely be some weird jumping thing and double jumps.
Or
all
it's a
come
big enough
together.
chamber for a giant
I didn't
size
take double
boss
jump as a
creature.
power.
Okay. Everybody make an agility roll, please.
Oh, good.
and Half-Life, like most of Half-Life 1, is this.
Can I use my shifting for that?
I got a
There's
7.
no reason. You don't have any reason to.
I got a 41, which is just in the green.
Well, you said make an agility roll. So can I use super speed?
Are you super speeding ahead of these guys?
No?
You're not expecting anything.
Okay.
24.
I always expect something.
Yeah, sure.
A 2.
Oh,
Ooh,
Your
got a
super
yellow.
speed wouldn't have helped.
There is nothing to help that.
Okay, so Nate and Mosh
if you
Pit
had class 1000, it would. Nate and Mash Pit, what? Fall?
failed.
Oh.
Travis, what about you?
I got a yellow. I got a 70 on a
You're fine.
remarkable.
You're fine.
Got a
And
yellow.
then
I got green.
Green. Okay, good. So 2 guys are fine. The other 2, you guys take 6 points of damage getting hit by a bear trap.
What?
Bear trap?
So
I loudly swear.
Yeah, I would be like, oh my god! Oh my god!
Nate
Rush
got shot
over.
through the foot the other day too. That's
these
not
bear traps are actually
That's right.
chained to the floor. So, or bolted into the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's. Oh, I'm like, oh, jeez.
Holy
Like
shit!
a little.
What do the rats in this end of the sewer look like? God.
I'm gonna, man, am I caught in the
That
bear
looks.
trap? Is that what's going on here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get down there,
That does
open
not look
this
good.
freaking bear trap, and get my foot out before it starts growing up around the metal.
It is going to be a strength feat against typical. So if your strength is equal to typical, you roll under typical. If your strength is greater than typical, roll a +1 column shift to get it off.
Oh.
If you're Doug, then you roll at -1 because poor strength sucks.
And I'm also queasy and
Oh, jeez.
fighting back. Oh,
Smile.
that's gross, man.
92. This bear trap is my bitch.
She's just like, she just kind of like shakes her leg. Like, get off. Get off with that weak crap. Nice. Okay. So,
So I'm in a bear trap
yes.
with an O2. Probably both my feet are in the bear trap.
No, just-
And I'm like, ow! Who the frick leaves these out? So I summon another mosh pit and dismiss myself.
oh, wow. He doesn't even. Well, you got excellent 20 strength. You'd be rolling under remarkable. You're just like, yeah. Done. Dave is like going to try and go a whole session without rolling dice.
The dice hate me. Anytime I can not roll dice, I choose not to.
Wise words.
Oh, man.
I'm throwing rocks tonight.
All the mice have to roll the game. I'm joking.
If a mice gets hit by a bear trap, it wouldn't even hit it. It'd go over.
Yeah, we'll just go right over it.
Oh, is this like a home? Can I put a tent on either side? It'd be like a little fort. So, what do you call it? Okay, when this happens, okay, I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3. DBJ is not here, so you are gone. So, Doug,
Yeah.
even though you are not trapped, let me switch out a character. You guys are going to be fighting the brand new character, and anytime that Brandon would like to put that up, by all means.
Like an original character that you made up?
No,
Oh.
I'm too early to do stuff like that to you guys.
Never too early. My favorite
That's
part of
Shadow King.
The Shadow King now, right now.
Is that Madcap?
Is it a scarecrow?
That I actually drew that image there.
Is it? Oh my god! Is it like Ebenezer, whatever the Scarecrow?
Is it the Marvel scarecrow?
Yeah,
Oh, that guy's freaky, dude.
I'm not putting in the DC version. Good one, Doug. I always expect you to figure these guys out. So
He's got like the twisty bones and all that. He's a contortionist, right?
exactly. So he actually pops out of one of the little 1.5 foot.
Oh, that's weird.
Things, just boom, pops out,
Ugh.
and he's got a pitchfork with him. Doug, boom. He hits you with a standard hit. You are going to take 10 points of damage, my friend.
Yeah! The fuck?
And then
Yeah, sweet.
10 points?
yeah.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Doug, you're not looking.
Oh, wow.
Did you see that?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made all of these.
Yeah.
I animated all these. So,
That was rad.
guys, all you guys who don't watch my Nerdarchy commercials, I do stuff like this in the Nerdarchy commercials all the time. I don't do that on my regular channel.
Yeah, you animate stuff.
Not like that.
Ah.
Not like that.
Look great.
Go check out the one that Dave just put up today. I do something very cool in that one.
What? Yeah. What are you riffing on? I'm not familiar what you're riffing on. With
That one I did not do a movie. I actually just pulled that stuff straight out my butt.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't recognize this from anywhere.
Wow.
That was literally just stuff I pulled out of my own twisted psyche.
Oh, nice. I mean, because I saw the
Which
mirrors.
is located in his butt.
So what is your Doug, what is your endurance?
Good.
Not good enough. So roll under typical to avoid a stun.
Ouch.
91.
Oh, you lucky bastard. Okay. no
That's
stun for
I
you.
don't know. I don't know how powerful. I mean,
No,
it's yellow.
I'm looking right at it. I'm
Oh.
looking right at it. So no, you're good. You're good. I think I said you roll under typical. So,
Yeah. But still. Ah!
Yeah, absolutely. You take 10 points of damage, dude. Okay. And then he is going to. He's gone. He's gone.
He just like slips into another pipe, all weird and gross, twisted into it.
Yeah, he actually.
Ugh.
Yeah, and just boom, just like it's insane. I was just able to twist his. It looks like he has rubber bones. That's the way he just.
Oh, that would look so gross.
Gets back in. And you
Ugh.
hear the. I know you guys can't hear it, but the chat is hearing it. Anybody watching the video hears the maniacal laughter. Ooh.
Ugh, that's such a gross visual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just picturing him like slithering out like a snake, stabbing him, and then cannonball into another one, like a banana peel into another one.
Yeah, like you think like he's gonna hit his face or bust his head open jumping into. It's like there's no way he's gonna break his shoulder. Nope,
Ugh.
gets right in. No worries. Okay. You guys are up.
How many pipes are there?
If you even tried to stop and count, there's more than 20.
Are they metal?
No, they are concrete.
Probably terracotta.
Well, I mean, if usually I tend to go first,
Actually,
I would.
sorry, just really quick. Dave, is that what they're made of usually?
Yeah, the older ones are terracotta.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
giving you karma for that.
And these are small, right? Like
Yes,
like
but,
we actually had to be a contortionist to fit in.
absolutely. Like
But they
him.
probably don't hold a lot of oxygen. Yeah, let's smoke them out, guys.
I could scream into a pipe.
Well, for my action, I would create all 6 of my duplicates and send them into the pipes because I can see, hear, and speak through them, so I can find out which one he's in or try to. So, or at least 6 pipes. So I'll just and they'll go off into them.
Do they need to breathe?
Nope, they're just holograms, but I can see, hear, and speak through them. So at least they can scout.
Between me and you, we could like peek down 12 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I would do for my turn. And
remember,
also
it's-
probably
Go ahead.
position myself so there is not a pipe near me where he can jump out and stab me again.
Okay, make another agility roll.
Okay. Come on, dice. 67? Is it still under typical?
No, what's your standard agility?
Excellent. So it's green.
You're fine.
Okay. So I just back up against the wall and
He's like shuffling his feet.
watching out for bear traps and everything. And
Okay.
and just
So-
send them out to the pipes to scout.
You do realize that this is only on the one side of the wall that you're seeing that there's more than 20.
Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to-
obviously there's one in the one he went in, and then
Yes.
just
but there's also more. You're positive there are more on the other side.
Okay.
Every so often the water does like spurt out big time. So that's the thing. You guys are really confused at this point.
yeah.
So even when you're going to go for what do you call it, a roll to hit against this guy, you're going to be at -2 column shifts because you're not going to be sure if it's a water explosion or him coming out. So
Okay.
yeah.
So on the other side, does this tunnel keep going?
Yeah, it does.
Hey guys, we should just keep going and not play with this clown.
There's a gate you could absolutely try and break through. If Darwin were here, he would have gotten through easily. But yeah, you could try and get through that.
Like
Here's
a
something
game,
else.
it doesn't unlock until we beat him.
Before we do
Something else.
that, I want to
Um,
pick up the bear trap that got me and set it in the entrance to one of these tunnels, and then keep moving.
They're bolted to the ground.
They're
Yeah.
bolted to the ground.
Like I'm imagining that, like from like there's just pipes like kind of all over, so you can kind of like pop at it from any direction, basically.
okay.
Right?
There's
Is
a
that
lot
right?
of people in the chat. Guys in the chat, here's your chance again to kill them. There is no making friends with these guys right now.
They're gonna be
The
cops.
Scarecrow actually has crows. A murder, that's a group, a murder of crows. Multiple. So each person in the chat who is not playing one of the rats or the dogs who wants to stick around with the heroes, you guys get to play a murder of crows. Now, the murder of crows is able to do, they've got their stats are as follows: fighting, good 10, agility, typical 6, strength, poor 4, endurance, typical 6, 26 hit points. They have 2 choices of attacks: either do poor 4 edge damage, and you cannot do a stun or a kill, or you can cause -2 to their attacks for 1 round through distractions. On top of the -2 that they've already got to hit him. But that will also include trying to avoid bear traps every time they move. Every single time that the players move, they have to roll agility to avoid stepping into a bear trap. If one of these players is bothered by the swarm of crows, then they will be doing it at -2 column shifts. Am I evil enough?
Almost. I want to investigate the grate.
The gate that
Yeah.
escapes out. Okay, it's going to take 2 rounds to get there. So by all means,
2 rounds?
make your first movement.
2 rounds with super speed?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm specifically going with you. It is far. It's a big tunnel that you guys are in. Opening.
That's a 65 for my agility.
You're safe this round. Next round, you'll actually be there. Dave, as you are going past, you see. It's hard to see the over on this side. It's the smoke seems to clear as you're running. You do see a couple of the bear traps as the smoke quickly goes back in. But on top of that, you see something. I want you to make an intuition feat roll for me.
All right. Guys, more traps. That is a 73 on good.
You notice in a certain cluster a whole bunch of mouse traps, some of which have been activated, others which have not. And they seem to be focused in the corner to your right of the gate that you're headed towards. And it is a very familiar feeling.
You son of a bitch.
My mom called me that once. I laughed at the irony.
Things are getting really creepy, guys. Freaking mouse traps.
The smoke immediately covers them back up again. Okay, who wants to go next?
It means that there might be kids chained up around here somewhere, right? Yeah.
That's
so-
the feeling that you're getting.
No way, dude. Dead kids are chained up somewhere around here. Because live kids don't have ghosts.
We're gonna need to make a ruling on that one because it could be any of these chambers sort of all around us, right? Is that kind of the deal?
Yes.
So we can run or save ghost kids. You know, it's times like this when a fruit pie.
Jack Frost has a mini rat
Figuring
sitting
out when I've got a good mystery, like whether I'm going to save dead children or not. I tuck into a warm, flaky Hostess
Shameless
fruit pie.
plug. All
Just
right,
that cherry filling.
Megan,
It's
Yeah.
a great delight
what's
in every
Nate
bite.
doing?
Oh boy. Okay. So,
You're awful.
probably gathering some fire and gonna throw it in one of these pipes here and try and smoke them out because I don't realize what Mosh realizes.
Okay, so you're literally walking up to different, holes and just throwing fire in them?
Yeah,
Okay.
just trying to eat up all the oxygen so he'll have to come out.
Gotcha.
I'm definitely carrying the bloodhound so it doesn't get caught in one of these stupid bear traps.
You're carrying the blood. You're strong enough to do it, so by all means. Yeah. Some of the mice are like, ooh, jeez. Is that Famunga? There's a quick little plug for Chippendale's Rescue Rangers.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, hey, keep your rats on that side. I'm just saying.
It's very bad over here. All right.
Rat friendly environment.
Are there any crows? Are there any crow attacks?
No, I don't think so.
One of them was going at Mosh Pit.
Oh,
I think it was like a 70. It was a 96, not a 76.
okay.
It's Fraginator. Oh yeah. Also, David Peel got a 76 for the crows to poop on broadcast.
Yep.
I was hoping you weren't going to bring that up
I'll
because
call that a
Of
distraction.
course, I'm going to bring that up.
I will absolutely call that a distraction.
It wouldn't be a game session if Tab Cannon didn't get soiled.
miterated upon.
Oh my god. Okay, so
In this fair city,
That ain't legal either.
so both Dave and Travis are at -2 column shifts for whatever you're going to be doing this round. So, Megan,
Ugh.
since you're moving to do all of this, make an agility roll. That's standard.
Okay, I'm not kidding. I'm going to show you this because. Let me move these.
What?
You can see them. That is a 93.
93? Okay, cool.
nice dice.
So you're
I
walking
need to
by.
borrow
it's
these
just
more often,
"Whoa,
apparently.
get out of here. You kind of heel kick it away. Get out of here. And you start moving up to the next one. Okay, very cool. Doug, what are you doing?
Do my duplicates see or hear anything in the pipes that they're in?
Absolutely not.
Nothing?
Nope.
All right, well, I would say,
Yeah,
Ash, it's not in any of those 6. And I'm going to maintain their, existence and keep scouting in the tunnels and try to gingerly make my way over towards Mosh Pit because I see that he's going for that gate.
Are you moving at all?
So, agility?
Yes.
58, that might not make it. No, that's in the green.
Fine. Yep. Okay.
I'm like, stepping, tiptoeing through the
That'd
bear
be so
traps.
embarrassing if you get taken out by bear traps.
Hey, I'm the only one who got pitchforked and shot. Thank
Top
you.
of the round. Top of the round.
I'm the squishiest one.
Dave,
Took a bullet for you guys.
you turn and you're looking, and while you're looking, you're like, am I really seeing this? And as you move your head, pitchfork right by you. You're like, get the hell out! And what do you call it? He's right there. You have a chance to attack, but you're going to be at -4 for whatever you're doing.
All right, so we're gonna use karma, and we're gonna use the dog pile maneuver, and we're all just gonna jump on him.
Okay.
And I'm sure this is like not the best thing because I'm sure he can dodge this easily. So that's a 98. So I only have to use 10 karma.
Off the charts.
And we're off the charts.
He's not going to be able to get off the charts, but you are able to dogpile on top of him, but you're not able to do any damage because he is able to escape. Contortionists make the best wrestlers.
I know. I know that, but Moshpit had to do what he's going to do.
Understood. So he is able to get out, and he hops over top of you. He's gonna good game you as he hops off you. So anybody who doesn't know what that is, he pats him in the butt. And then he just keeps on going, and he's actually going to jump and go in between the gates in a very sickening, like you actually hear 2 or 3 ligaments, like, and then
that's so gross.
That doesn't sound like he's going to be able to take his pitchfork through there.
No, he takes the pitchfork through it, no problem. It's a gate. So, yeah, but he doesn't even have to turn it vertically, Fig. Just no problem. Horizontally is what I was looking for. And
I was thinking more of a grate.
And then he climbs on top of the gate, and then there's a hole right up on top. Slithers right inside.
Gross.
Seen him again.
Order. Who wants to go first? Actually, Travis, I believe it's your turn.
The other thing I can think to do, because can I see him?
No, you were able to see him back then.
He went through the gate.
Yeah, he was kind of far away, and it is really dark in here.
Yeah. The only thing I can really think to do is my whole power to get everybody to hear each other, like if everybody could hear what each other hears. But he escaped, so we're not like looking for him still, right? The big thing is I'm listening for like children, because we ought to at least look before we leave to see if they're really dead, undead children. I guess I'm curious, because one of them wanted to eat, and I'm curious.
Well, at this point, you have no reason to think that, though. Like, I'm the only one that saw something out of the dream.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, then I'm going to try and open the gate.
Who is it, Mosh? Day 3.
So you're going to have to start moving towards the gate. It's going to take you about 5 rounds to get over by that gate.
Okay.
So we're good.
What do you guys think?
So Scarecrow escaped through the gate?
Yes, through the gate, climbed on top of the gate, and went through a hole in the ceiling.
All right.
I hate when they do that. Well, we need to get the hell out of here. I've got crow poop on my suit. This is getting. Oh no.
What the hell? What am I looking at?
She's passed out. What happened? Oh no. She could be serious.
What's going on?
She's down.
So my fiance is sleeping on the other side of my laptop and rolled over into my laptop.
Nice.
So he
Tell
just
him
got
there's dead children around.
He just got a heel in the small of his back. All right.
I don't know. I'm at a loss. I say we get the hell out of here.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your round of saying, let's get the hell out of here. Let's go to Megs.
Well, I mean, were you trying to move over towards the gate? Is that what you were doing?
If you guys are cool with that, I'm kind of like.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, moving
Yep.
that direction.
You know,
Okay, in that case, make an agility roll before you go, Travis.
avoiding bear traps the whole time, of course. I thought I mentioned
Of course. Yeah, I'm sure you
Okay.
did, but you can't see
All right.
them.
that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh no, I got a 28.
Yeah, okay. You're going to get hit
Balls.
by a bear trap.
Oh,
Why can't we
good.
can't see him because of the steam?
Guys, see the animation that I put in the
Can I
video?
just poke the ground with my bat and then step where I poked instead
Your movement will be reduced to like a quarter by doing that. But yes, you absolutely can. I'd say reduce by half. So you
That's
can
the thing
move
is-
one area per round.
Difficult
Worth it.
terrain.
Okay,
Yeah.
done.
It's all booby trapped to hell.
So you
Broadcast needs to let rip with a line of sonic attack and just set the ball off.
Yeah, so that was going to be my next question. Like, if I could make it to the gate, I was going to ask if I could blast the lock. Can I do that with my power bill, where I
yes,
like
but you've got a
push-
distance of 4 areas.
All right, I'm
Can't we just crowd surf in a mash pit? Across the way? Just pass us.
So, Travis, you are in a
bear trap.
bear trap right now, so you got to make a roll to get out of the bear trap.
All right. Well, first let me get out of a bear trap, then I'll do something cool. I got a 57.
Your strength is good 10 against
Okay.
difficult 6. So you roll
Yeah.
at excellent 20. And what did you roll? 57?
57.
It
It's
is
really
not
good.
enough.
Oh,
You're in the yellow, bud.
Come on now.
So you kind of
Right.
open it up and it just kind of, oh, shoot, I can't. So you
and then
kinda-
snaps again.
Well,
Oh,
That's
if he
not
got
cool.
if he got in the white, then yes, he would take the damage again. But this is just like, oh shoot, and he's able to hold on to the grip.
at least I could get it to go back into the same wounds.
I'm spending
Exactly.
karma next time, and then I'm blasting bear traps.
Okay. In the meantime, I
Okay,
believe it
we've
is
got
Dave's
32
turn.
on
Oh
Mosh
no,
Pit,
it's Megan's
33 on
turn.
Nightlight.
Oh, the crows.
Yeah, the crows.
What's going on with the crows?
They're attacking us.
We got 32 on Mosh Pit and 33 on Nightlight.
Oh, so we're gonna go for damage. Okay. So you guys both take 4 points of damage.
A 32 hits. What? How much damage? 2? 4? Is that what
4
you said?
points. Yep.
They're big crows.
4 points of damage. It's 10 of them. So yeah.
Big ones.
And Mosh Pit, you took 4 points also. So Megs, your turn.
Okay. I am going to continue to move and poke through. Actually, I pause for a second and ask Tab if he needs help.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. If you could help me with
Why
that.
don't you make some Huntstown fried chicken?
So you might regret having accepted my offer for help because I rolled a 19.
Well, you know,
You're
it's
going
the
to take another
gesture,
6
though.
points of damage.
I
I'm
appreciate
sorry.
that. Oh, is that a? All right. How much did I
Actually-
take originally?
Actually, just 6. You're going to do 4 points of damage this time, actually, because it's not opening from the spring load. It's just opening from whatever. And just as you're trying to pull your foot up, she loses her grip.
Crap, I'm sorry, dude. It's wet.
Well, you know, it's all good. It's all good. I ain't got time to get me out of this bear trap. Spending karma next turn.
Haven't got time for the pain.
Get in the bloodhound with my body from the birds.
I'd say you're right there, so you didn't move. Meg, are you going to abandon him and start moving, or just stay there?
When you put it like that, I can't just walk away.
Sorry, dude. Better luck next time. Ow!
No way. I think Megan can't walk away, but I think Ash could.
Sucks to be you, dude.
Nah, he's a teammate. He definitely think about it, and you can see it on his face that he's thinking about it, but he's not gonna walk away.
Like looks this way, looks back, looks this way. All right, fine. I believe we're at Nightlight now. Doug.
I'm just gonna keep making my way towards Mosh Pit.
Agility.
90.
He like starts walking forward, stops, hops over the trap, keeps on walking.
Like a dancer.
Dude, can't you just make a light bridge and walk across it?
No, Mosh Pit, I cannot do miracles with light.
Wouldn't that be like the Bifrost? Oh god, I can't wait to see that.
No, I can't make solid illusions like that. Nothing from the duplicates, huh? There's no intel gained at all.
They see nothing.
Then I'm gonna dismiss them for my action part of it. I'm going to lower the light around myself and create an exact duplicate that would like mirror my movements in front of me. So if he does pop out, maybe he'll attack that one instead of me.
Ah, okay, that's good. That's good. Everybody in the chat, whoever is the chat leader, I forget who the chat leader is. If you're willing to give 5 karma points to an individual rat, then he can reduce a trap in front of one character of your choice. You have to say in advance. So that means that the next person will not be hit by a trap.
Was it Underwood Sketches that was the chat?
Yes, there we go. So if you're willing to give 5 karma to whatever rat wants to unload, simply say, whoever's going to do it, say unload or spring a trap, and then say the name of the character you're going to spring the trap from. And then the next time that they get hit by a trap, they avoid the trap.
Yeah, you guys got plenty. They have 115 karma, so
Oof.
sacrifice your rat lives for us.
Underwood just
Well, the logic is that they're too small to actually get caught in them.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But not strong enough to unset them unless they really like mess with it.
They work together.
Okay, this
They form a rat. What is that called? A rat king? Can they do that? Could they spend the karma for that?
That would be a terrible thing to do.
They're rats, man.
I would be the one that would have to pull their tails apart and like sort through all the excrement,
Just
holding
rats.
them together.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, here's the fun part, kiddies. Scarecrow's turn. And he just misses red. So that is a stun against you, Travis. Take 10 points of damage.
Great.
Yep. And what's your endurance, bud?
20. Excellent.
Oh, lucky you. You're going to roll under good.
To not be stunned.
That's right.
Do it, Tab!
Well, I got a 33.
Drop a single 10-sider.
oh, roll low.
What does this mean?
Drop a single what?
10-sider.
Insider.
Drop a D10.
Oh.
To see how long you're stunned for.
Oh no.
Come on, roll a 0. Roll a 0.
That's 10.
What'd you get, Tab?
Don't do that.
4.
4
Okay.
rounds.
4 rounds. You are unconscious, dude.
Oh no.
Okay.
Is he still in the trap?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh
just
my
too much
God.
pain.
We'll tell your story, Tab.
Sorry.
I'm a liability. Leave me
Tell your
behind.
story.
In the meantime, Megan, he is right next to you
Okay.
for the moment.
No, just kidding. Get the fuck over there.
Yep.
Pick me up for God's sake.
Let's do this.
But because of the
Save
smoke,
flag.
you are going to be minus 2 to hit him. So make your roll.
No,
You don't have any birds on you, so there's no -2 to that. But there is still the smoke everywhere, and everybody's dealing with -2 to hit him because of the smoke.
okay.
The smoke and the water coming out.
I feel like I should get Tab out of his trap, though.
I feel like you should too.
It's up to you.
I'm already too far
You know
ahead.
what? I
I
can
look
take
back.
it. If he wants to swing at me, that's fine. But this guy's bleeding and stuck in a trap, and I'm gonna try to get him
I
out
know
of it.
he's trying to escape right now.
Who, Scarecrow?
Scarecrow. He's making a dive back into one of the.
Okay, screw it. I'll swing at him, and I'll get Tab next round. I'm sorry again.
Ash, what Ash should really do is wait for him to actually dive into the pipe and just fill the pipe with fire.
That's
Yeah. Don't
Chase and be
don't
like,
kill him.
There is no way to escape from that. There's no way to dodge from that. So that
That's a
one he doesn't
68.
dodge for. So you do 30 points of damage. He takes 30 points of damage. You actually hear the
have a little fire, Scarecrow.
wow.
There
He
you
takes some
go.
green on that one.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Good pun.
Fuck that guy.
Those creepy bendy
After
bones.
Wicked witch.
It's okay. He hasn't even been hit yet. That's his first shot. He can take it.
Okay. Yes, you can.
That
All
would
right.
that would have almost killed me.
Yeah. Okay, so top of the order. It is Dave. I think you were going first.
Yep. So I'm at the grate now, right?
The gate.
The gate.
The gate. Yeah, I keep
The
thinking.
grate. Well, it's like a grate, but except it's up on a wall vertically, so it's a gate. It's a great gate.
It's a great gate.
So I take it it's locked.
What you just...
Yes, there's actually a chain around it and a padlock. Pretty hefty padlock.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna try and shake, rattle, and roll it off of its moorings, I guess, and try and like knock it loose. All 6 of us will just like.
All
Well,
right,
how
so you
effective that will be.
your lightning speed and roll against. You're gonna roll under amazing.
Wow.
And he gets +1 column shift because he's stronger than the materials.
I will add karma to this roll
Okay.
because we got an idea. Holy shit.
Why? Did you roll 100?
I got, let's see. I don't even think I can get
Oh
to
my
it.
god, look at this. We actually get to see Dave's desk. What is going on?
Is it a 0?
Wow, yep.
Double
Straight up.
zeros, baby.
Oh, nice.
God.
God damn it. Second time I spent karma for nothing.
Right. Okay, so that's going to count. You absolutely rip this gate down. Like it's in, it's 2 pieces of the gate. You rip both pieces down. It's connected by the chain and this big combination lock. You're just like, I just like fall all over the place. You guys are like holding it up. You're like, yeah, we got the gate.
So we throw it down on the walkway.
What walkway?
The way we just came
Okay.
to set off any of the bear traps that are in that space.
Absolutely. So there's a big safe space there at this point.
I duck out of the way.
Oh, you're not that close.
Yeah.
Oh. How far was I?
He took 2 rounds to get there using lightning speed, and he
Oh.
moves 4 areas per turn.
Oh, how many areas do we normally move?
You just moved 2.
Oh, okay, so I'm like
you're
halfway
still
there.
you're still 6 areas away, yeah.
Okay.
So you're fine. Okay. Dave, you can make another attack. Another action.
Another action. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to investigate those mouse traps. Whoa, I forgot about that.
Okay. But since you are walking over there, it is in the opposite direction. Now it's to your left instead of your right. So make an agility feat.
All right. That is a 36.
6 points of damage, bud.
All right, 6 points.
And you're not gonna be able to move much further after this. So
We just shift right out of that, but yeah.
yeah, that's true. It's like, ow. Okay, we're good.
Minus the pain.
Yeah.
That's true. It's too bad you can't shift out of the damage.
Yeah.
So okay. Next in line would have been Travis, but so we're on to Megan.
Okay. Actually going to try and open this trap now.
Okay.
Belt it off of him.
85.
Oh, she's like, he's not helping. Okay, screw you. Okay, you're able to get it off of him.
Cool. I'm going to pick up tab, and next round we will start toward the grate.
Okay. Did any mice help out anybody? Any rats?
Oh, yeah, actually there was at least one.
Davis and Jack both set off traps in front of me, so I don't have to worry about that while I'm carrying tab.
So the next 2, yeah, you're totally clear. All right, good. So, what do you call it? Okay, so that's 2 rounds that you do not have to worry about. And the karma was spent, the 5 karma each?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so then that's 2 areas that you can walk without having to roll against traps. So that includes this one. So you get, but since you're carrying him, what's your strength?
20.
Oh.
Really? Wow, I didn't realize that. That's just...
Oh yeah, I'm totally physical.
Oh, okay.
So you're not reducing movement at all. You can bench 800 pounds without a problem. Squat 1,000. Yeah. So you're.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Excellent's like cap level.
No.
In this rule book it is.
In the rule book, yeah. He's
Yeah.
actually that's in the first one, but all the
Right.
successive ones he's remarked.
Yeah.
I was like, no, he's not.
Don't get it wrong, man. So
I'm talking pure.
I know. So you guys start
Totally
you start walking forward. You're able to get those 2
Yeah.
rounds, no issues whatsoever. Next round you also don't have to roll. Next up will be Doug and his many names.
All right, yeah. Sprite Light will just maintain his illusory decoy self while the veil of invisibility, and seeing that part of it's safe at least, I'm just gonna go as quickly as I can towards Mesh Pit.
Can you make him solid?
Who? The duplicate?
Yeah.
I don't think they can affect. No, they're like just decoys, messengers, and spies.
If you could make him solid, it would have.
No, they're intangible.
Okay, done.
And
So-
they're incapable. They're specifically incapable of doing physical activity.
Okay. So make your roll.
75. Man, this dice are rolling hot tonight. Woo!
starts walking. It's like, juke, moves to the side of the one,
Farm
side
it.
steps it. All right, and that means it's now my turn.
Guys are dead in the
For
water.
next round, anybody else in the chat going after somebody with crows, please let me know.
I believe Comrade is making a roll presently.
Yeah?
Doug.
What's up?
Doug.
28.
He is fairly far from you, which is why you get hit with a hatchet.
Not my duplicate?
Oh, actually, good point. I'm going to. How should I do this? Well, you know what? He rolled a stun, so I can actually.
I mean, it could shatter the duplicate.
That's true. You know what? I'm going to make a. Does it say how that works? The mechanics or no?
Let's see. They're used as messenger spies and decoys.
By the way, I like the way
They have a
that-
health equal to the power's rank,
Okay. Oh,
which is typical.
Oh.
well, that's.
Oh, here we go. The for him to determine. Let's see. I have to make a reason feat roll.
That should be easy.
69. Which is in the yellow, and that's how good of a deception it is.
What's the
Basically,
left
It is funny. It is funny.
because I rolled a 69.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm like 12.
So like that's how
Right.
believably deceptive it is compared to it being me.
Okay,
So I
so
guess-
he hits the duplicate with an axe and
Okay.
just boom.
Yeah, it shatters.
Like little light
multicolored
fragments, like glass that are all
Yeah.
like on fire, molten.
Yep,
Just
that was
all
straight
over
out of the
place.
chat. The description from
Oh.
first session.
Nice.
That was how somebody said they should be destroyed, so I'll go with that.
So boom, and the axe just goes flying and clinks on the ground. A trap gets set off down over there, and when it gets hit, when that trap goes off and the clinking happens, hello? Does anybody know where my mommy and daddy is? And Doug, that very specifically pulls at you.
It's one of those
It's so dark here.
freaky phantom kids again. I'm gonna get out of my head voice.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I would assume. It was all some kind of mental deception.
Did we all hear it?
No, yes, everybody heard it.
Noted.
Okay.
Oh, we've got a 67 to distract Mosh and a 63 to defend him.
What?
From the crows. There are crows trying to distract Mosh Pit, and then a
Oh, no,
63
there's no need to
dog.
roll for that in the chat. You just say you're doing it and you're doing it. There's a
Okay.
murder of crows, so yeah, they just automatically do whatever.
I did not know this.
No worries. All right, Dave, I hear you. So next up, top of the order, back to Dave.
It's been like 2 rounds, right?
All right, what did I find over by the mouse traps?
You find
I think we're off.
you find the kid in the middle of the mouse traps.
Does he have like freaky eyes or regular eyes?
His eyes are closed and he seems to be laying down sleeping.
All right, I'm going to go over to the kid and just pick him up.
Okay. When you do, you pick him up, the little clothes that he's in, and you see bones. You like lift him up and like bones, and then just like the head kind of leans back. Nothing actually falls out. Fortunately, you cradle it really quick. But yeah.
So I'm trying to scoop the bones and the dog and the clothes, and I'm kind of crying as I walk back to the other side of the where I was, and kind of just lean against the wall for a minute.
Okay. Next up should be Megan.
Okay. So, did we see that happen, or is he still out of sight?
You can't see. That's way too far.
Yeah, continuing to carry Tab Cannon to the grate in that case. Where was the sound of the little girl coming from?
The one that you heard before with Doug.
Yes.
That little, I thought that was a little boy, whatever, it doesn't matter. That little kid,
The
that's
child.
coming from the left on the other side of the, where you know the water is.
Okay. I'm just going to take Tab over to the grate first then, and I will go back and double back and deal with that after.
Okay. So you're still walking forward. No need to roll this round. Okay. Next up will be, should be Travis, but we're going to go to Doug again.
So how far am I from the? Or am I to the part where
Three
Moshpit
more
covered
rounds.
the?
3 more rounds at
Okay.
full speed, and you'll be there.
3 more rounds.
Yep.
Okay, I'll run. How close am I to the part that Moshpit covered with the door?
That would be the last of the rounds. So 2 more
Okay.
danger rounds.
All right, I'll generate another duplication decoy and go forward. Ooh, that time I only rolled a 12. So
Okay.
what is it? Was it 6
Fizzle.
damage? 6 damage? Is that what the bear traps do?
Oh, that's for you to be hit. Okay, I thought that was just summon. That summon is automatic. Yes, it's 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
And you have to roll to a strength to get it off.
Can I do that now or next round?
You can do it this round.
I'm gonna spend karma because my strength is very
Yes.
poor.
You
It
roll
is.
at feeble, actually. Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, what do I need to get it off? Or the yellow?
Yep.
Oh my god. So yeah, I'm in definitely. Come on, dice.
Get it, Doug.
All right, I got 71.
Oh.
So I need to spend 15 to get it in the yellow.
All right. We have Comrade wishing to menace Knight as a crow.
And I'm like crying. And I pull it. Fire it off.
Menace
Can't
who?
believe I got it.
Nightlight.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that'll be next round then.
Who's
So,
menacing me?
oh, actually, and then
Okay.
yes, and Scarecrow's round.
Why y'all gotta menace me?
He's attacking Doug again, and this time he's right up on you with a pitchfork. That's a standard hit. 10 points of damage, my friend.
I did make another duplicate.
Oh, wait, that's right. So roll your amazing.
82.
You're good. He kills another
All right.
duplicate.
Thank God for that, because I would have
Yeah.
been down.
All right, then. Back to Dave.
Well, no, wait. Megan, did you say somebody attacked Nightlight?
No, the crowd.
Comrade.
crows
Oh,
are
okay.
distracting
I was
you.
just making sure I didn't miss anybody in chat.
Crows are distracting you.
All right. So I'm really shooken by this. Marley's really shooken by finding the body of this kid. And at first, like he's filled with rage against this scarecrow guy. But then he realizes that it's a skeleton, it's bones, it's been here a long time. And it may or may not be from him. But he's kind of like muttering to the rest of the group. The kids, there really are the kids down here. They're really here. But we can't help them. Nobody can help them.
All right. Do you want to?
But
Do you
I'm
have a
asleep.
distance attack? You can run really fast. You can get and try and take a swing at Scarecrow before he disappears.
What I actually want to do is, because I'm so angry about finding this body,
Mhm.
I don't really care the fact that it probably wasn't him that did it, but he's a good source.
Mhm.
I'm going to try and wait a minute, you said that would be a power stunt. To do the power train on him. I'm not so since I can't do that, I'm just gonna straight up charge and try and slam him into the wall.
Okay.
That oh my god, I should not roll these dice.
You just got 100 on it before.
The curse dice.
But no, it's a different set. Like I set. So what is it? It's endurance +1 when you charge?
You are 3 areas away right now, so you're actually +3 conscious to hit.
Oh.
Wow.
So it's a green 31.
That's called a hit. So he's not going to get slammed or anything, but he is going to take your damage, and he gets hit, and he's visibly shaken by the damage that you do. He's visibly shaken, and he actually staggers a bit before he moves again, and he's actually going to jump down into the area where the water is.
So the damage I do, is it the same as the hit to hit?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's still your strength.
Oh, all right.
That
Okay.
would be something, right?
Yeah, because if it was, it'd be like, I think, I don't know. Jelly bones is going to be jello bones.
Yeah, you just jacked him up bad. He is actually hurt really bad at this point.
He dives down into the deep.
You don't hear a
Water?
splash though.
Yeah.
As you
You
get
couldn't even
closer
see
to
the bottom, right?
Well, no, you can see the smoke coming off of it.
Yeah, I mean, right.
But you see the that there are actually those holes down there also that you weren't able to see
Okay.
before. So he actually goes into that, and at this point he just calls out, "Next time, heroes! Next time, I'll murder you all like those kids."
Ooh.
These
This is Nerdarchy After Dark.
you guys are able to find all of those bones of all of those kids there. As you get closer, you realize that they're not actually alive. They are actually, because they looked like they were alive when you first come closer to them. But as you get closer and pick them up, you realize that they are just bones. You have no idea how long they've been down there for.
I'm
And
gonna put the doll's head with the girl's skeleton.
you actually see the girl herself. And this is where End Girl would show up in the image.
Jimmy, can we run the girl? The end girl?
That's enough out of you, Tab. So I just don't feel like typing that in right now. You do see the girl, the little girl, and she does have the rest of the doll there. You do have her head, and she looks up and says, "Is that my dolly?"
Yeah, it's your dolly. Let me see. I'll put it back on for her.
And no problem. It actually just kind of, it's one of those old ones.
That's what she looks like?
Yep. Easier than those Barbie dolls, in fact. And if only you could hear the music box music with this one. So anyway, and she just kind of, she takes the doll back and she looks at it for a couple seconds and then looks back up at you. And she says, "Thank you." And then she kills you. No, I'm joking.
Her jaw distends.
What she does say, though, is, "Thank you so much for helping me. It's going to get really bad for you, though."
It's gonna get really bad?
I used to, I've always lived down here. Most of these other kids didn't. I lived down here with the rest of, we used to call ourselves Morlocks when we were down here. And I was always able to see the future. And I know that you guys have a dark future in front of you, but there's still hope. There's a little bit of hope for you guys. And I can show you this to give you a little bit of assistance. This will help you if you can seek that this out. And it's the symbol. You'll see it in a moment, I'm sure. He doesn't see it. Brandon, it's the symbol, end symbol, I believe it's called. Image end mystery.
JPEG.
Image end mystery, it's called. Stand by. All right. So that is the symbol that you'll see. And if you guys recognize it, cool. Maybe Tab would be able to recognize it. If anybody in the chat recognizes it, or if you guys recognize it, cool. Then I'll say that Tab was able to research it and figure it out. Otherwise, it's just a symbol. And hopefully you guys will see it again. But you guys are able to wrap this all up. You are able to save the kids. Dave was the only one who saved it during combat, which is impressive. And that's worth a whole lot right there. Everybody else, an extra 10 top.
Oh, I do want to have a conversation with Light Bright regarding this particular fuck ass, by the way.
Okay.
Well, there it is, the symbol, the
That's the
symbol.
symbol. Does anybody
Look,
recognize it? No, you done good, Brandon. Thank you.
Is it OMAC?
The Marvel Universe. We said
Oh.
it's strictly to Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, Brother Eye would have been a good guess. Okay, guys. So let's divvy up karma for you guys right now.
I don't know it.
Everybody is going to take an initial, let's see.
Deviants?
That.
We escaped the sewers. I Googled it.
Okay, so everybody gets a standard 100.
Wow!
And
Wow!
then the individual for each other. Remember, you guys actually got similar to that before, but this is actually like, tallying everything of all three encounters
Sure.
until the end. So Dave, you actually got the most. Besides your 100, you also get you get 25 plus that's for all the little things that you did in between. So an extra 25, so 125 there, plus for rescuing your kid in the middle of combat, an extra 60.
Ooh, so one.
Yeah. So 185 for you. Doug, besides your 100, you're also going to get 25.
Okay.
Megan, besides your 100, you're also going to get an extra 45 because that doll's head was actually crucial. You would not have gotten this symbol hint if it wasn't for this. So, Travis, besides your 100, all your jokes and the extra joke,
That was the fruit pies.
35 extra.
Dude, I'm gonna buy a new power. I need to read up the rules on buying powers. I know it's expensive.
Costs 3,000 karma points just to buy a power at shift 0.
Oh! I thought you said plus 3,000. Like what?
No. Costs.
Just, yeah.
So now I need to know how much each player is giving to the chat for karma. You have a choice between 5 and 25. Let's start with Megan.
Oh my god, they killed me. At one point, I actually had to mute myself because I was laughing so hard, so they get the full 25 from me.
Nice. Good call. Yeah, guys who are watching this at home at some later point, like the chat actually saying like squeak, squeak, and then translating, hey guys, why don't you run this way? And then woof, woof, hey guys, go that way.
I'm actually going to have to roll for my VIP vote because 3 of them never broke character the whole time.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Dave, how much karma are you giving to the chat?
I'm going to give them the full allotment. They were super helpful, and they were just speaking in character as much as you can in chat. They were doing the whole time. They had all kinds of ideas.
Nice. Travis.
We regret this.
I'd give them that much karma, but they pooped on me. and I don't forget that easily. All right, I'm still sitting here with poop on me, crow poop. So I'm gonna go 15 because it was entertaining, and they did stay in character. So that's my comfort level there.
All right.
My pride is hurt a little bit.
Doug.
I'm gonna go 15, and it's not anything on the chat. I just honestly wasn't paying that much attention to them throughout the night, so it's not anything bad about the chat. It's just like
so only 15 due to your own negligence.
Right.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I could get I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not anything they did or didn't do. It's just like I just was more paying attention to you guys, and so it wasn't quite as engaging.
Brandon.
Engineer Brandon.
11. He says 11.
Did you say? Damn.
He went like,
no, he did this.
No, he didn't even like this. Yeah, he's like, F you, chat. Nothing. I'm going to take 5 minutes.
Brandon, the cat caught his tongue.
So that's 185 for the chat.
Full amount. 25.
Oh, plus 25, so that is 210.
Did you get all of the traps that they set?
I only caught 2.
Were there any more traps? Does anybody know?
I think there was just the 2.
Okay, so that's 10 off total. Yeah. So now I want to know who's the MVP.
This is going to be hard.
It's easy for me. Comrade 2261, because he said Mysterio's the best Spider-Man villain. So, boom, you win.
I got a question, Megan. I'm looking at Underwood Sketches, Jack Frost, and Davis Rosado.
Yeah, me too. I had to roll.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'll also roll.
On your
no, I need a D6.
Brandon's vote is for David. Daoud. So, Meg, who do you got?
I did end up landing on sketches, but really all three of you did an amazingly stellar job. Like I said, I had to roll for it. For not breaking character, Jack made me laugh so hard that I had to mute myself for a while. And Underwood, like, honestly, very detailed posts. You guys, A+.
Nice.
I'm also going Underwood.
Oh.
And I'm keeping that dog.
The Bloodhound. All right, good 10 tracking. It might actually be excellent. I don't know if I'm gonna have to actually look that up in the player's handbook. Excuse me, that's in the judge's handbook.
Did Travis vote?
And yeah, last one, Travis.
I'm going with who Doug said was Mysterio was the best Spider-Man villain because he's right.
Oh,
Camrad 2261.
shoot! So that means that we've got a tie.
Sudden death. They can fight it out.
Sudden death.
Break a
You
pool
could
cue
roll.
in half.
Oh yeah, do we have a contingency plan for the tie?
Fight to
Just
the
give
death.
it to both of them.
Contingency was actually supposed to be for Brandon, but he voted early, and this is DBJ's fault. Because he's not
Yeah,
here.
blame him. He's not here.
He's not here to defend himself.
I refuse to take a vote. So, how do you guys want to figure this out?
I think you should just give it to both of them, and failing that, roll a die and do evens odds.
Yeah, roll a d10.
Well,
Dogs track with remarkable ability.
done. You got remarkable tracking with your dog.
God, the light cave.
Okay.
Rats.
That means that who played your Bloodhound?
Sketches.
Sketches. That means you got to keep showing up. Otherwise, his dog is not there, bud.
Ah!
No, it's kind of like you got a laser raptor with pistols.
Yeah. Who was it? Was that Fraginator?
I
That
think so.
was that for him?
Was it Oxford Comma? Is that what the...
Oxford comma. Yep.
Third comma.
Ty actually would not play. I don't know why he's not playing.
I'm glad Oxford Comma isn't around because I don't like the Oxford Comma in real life.
I will fight you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about personally whooping your ass right now, man.
Really?
Um,
You guys use that?
Tell you what, Megs, I'll hold him, you hit him, and then we'll switch.
I don't
Okay,
think
so,
I could hold him. He is way stronger than me.
so Comrade is odd, and Sketches is even. Oh, there we go, Comrade.
Wow.
That is a 9. That is a
Power of the
9.
Mysterio.
All right, bud. So that's that. And guys, don't go away just yet because we've got an outro video, brand new, that Brandon and I just did. Something interesting happens in there. And that's pretty much all I got. Guys, seriously, the chat today was effing amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So
Players were awesome.
I'm thinking in honor of the winner of the MVP of naming the Bloodhound Eminem for Mystery Mutt.
Nice. Eminem works. Slim Shady comes walking by and sues you for the copyright. I'm good with that.
The rats are legitimately just Jack and Davis because I have it in my head that that's an alcohol in the setting we're playing in instead of Jack Daniels.
Jack Davis.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
is that the cue?
I believe that is the cue. So it's all you, Dave. Oh, anyways, hopefully you guys were honestly happy with this Halloween edition. I was trying to get as spooky and creepy as possible. Yeah.
Scarecrow creeped me out, man.
There's definitely some creepy in there.
Like,
all right, guys.
picturing that dude.
Thanks for playing, Judge, and thanks for being the judge, Bill. War Eagle Keep. Thanks for doing all that you do. You're making us look awesome. And guys, until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
This thing is too heavy. They don't look this heavy in the movies.
It must weigh a ton. You know, for something that doesn't exist.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Say it.
I'm not saying it.
Say it.
You were right and I was wrong. Will you shut up now?
You dropped it.
No, you dropped it.
You were the one complaining about how heavy it was.
Really? Really? We're getting into this now? Help me scoop this thing up. The wood is missing.
What wood?
The wood! The wooden thingy! You know, the wood!
Let's just find it.
I found it!
Good. Hurry up and put it back.
It's gone.
What's gone?
The bones. The body. Where'd the damn body go? Brandon? Oh, Jesus.
Guess again.
For peeing and broadcast.
Oh, he was on fire.
Such a highbrow show we've got here.
Yes, Shivs, the 100-sided does count. Underwood Sketches. Shakova. Yes.
Shostakova.
Yes, Shostakova. Thank you. That is the correct answer, and Underwood is the chat leader.
Whoop,
Let's see
whoop.
what's and was. Fergal, good to see you, brother. Okay, Toxie, ask your question quickly because it's about to get toxic down here. All right. So you guys are marching through the sewers, trying to stay out of the water in the middle.
So we're chasing Blacklash? Like he ran off?
Well, he was able to get away. So, and you guys know there's no way for you guys to catch up because, like, the young toughs were there. There were the hostages. You had to try and get him out.
Okay.
I'm going to say that that's actually where DBJ is. Darwin decided to go and lead these guys out of the sewer.
Good call.
Well, thank you very much. And saw Megan on the way and said, "Hey, knucklehead, like take that one." So Nate is just caught up to you guys. It's like, tag me in. Yes, Underwood, you are correct. So my player just became lords of the city. What do I do?
You asked that on a different live chat, my friend.
Oh.
So this is going to digress real quickly. So
There you go. Megan's got you covered.
Anything you guys want to do, what you doing? Wow.
I'm just thinking ash down here could be bad.
Oh yeah, because the lack of oxygen and the potential for fumes.
Well, ash doesn't create fire, right? You just control it.
Yes. No, I do create fire.
Oh, you do?
Not immune to it.
Oh. Well, I mean, we just got through a raging fire, and then
She
that was...
did not want to be a weenie like Pyro.
Right. So, you guys, do you have anything that you want to get done? Say something, whatever. As you guys are walking down the sewers.
Not that whole train scene was really freaking random.
It was intense.
Anybody else think what was he doing on the train? What was up with the crazy train ride? It didn't even make any sense. Like, what was he doing? Where was he going? And this isn't even like a regular line, I think is what we were told. So apparently one of his stops must have been like, it must be all connected somehow, I guess.
Yeah, who were the people that he kidnapped, and why?
Oh yeah, he had hostages.
Dun dun dun, and the mystery thickens.
And it all goes back to Nefaria.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Why is the Enforcers and Backlash working on the same side? Like they're different weight classes, right?
Money.
Well, yeah, sure. Everyone works for money, but
There are some crews that run with different Magia agents. So these are people who actually are known for working with Count Nefaria.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, the Enforcers will work for whoever's paying.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are walking, and unfortunately, in the chat, not this chat, guys, the 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 Facebook chat that we are in, when Brandon and I were discussing things that we're going to do, I sent a picture to the wrong chat, and I sent it to all of these guys, so they already know who their first encounter is going to be. And I'm just going to get this right out the way.
Okay.
It is indeed vermin. So there are several storylines where Vermin came into play. He was an created villain.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is he a Spider-Man villain? I thought he was a Spider-Man villain.
He was originally a Captain America villain, but he was a Spider-Man villain for two particular runs, including one of the more famous ones, Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one. Todd McFarlane, right? Or
I
no?
think that was way before.
No, that was way before. Yeah, the art just popped in my head. I'm like, no.
Yeah, didn't he draw him climbing out of the thing?
But that's one of the best Kraven stories ever. So you guys,
Okay.
you guys show up, and Vermin is indeed there, and you actually hear the sound of dogs coming up first. And for the sake of chat, please pay attention. You guys in chat have two options to play. You can either play a dog or a rat. Now, here's the deal. The dog is the obvious choice, right? The face stats are fighting, good 10, agility, typical 6, strength, typical 6, and endurance, good 10. So 32 health, and I'll do a typical 6 bite. You can score a stun and a kill with your bites. I'm not going over the stats again, so somebody please put that in the chat if you so deem. The rats are a little bit easier. Their FASC is all feeble 2. Their teeth will do 2 points of damage, 2 lousy points of damage. But even though they cannot get a stun or a kill, if you guys get a red result in your bite, the heroes will have to roll against their endurance to try and avoid getting a disease that will last for the rest of this, not just for the encounter, for the rest of this session, which will reduce their endurance and intuition by Victor.
Yes, sir.
Any report on our filthy mongrel friend?
We were tracking him in the subway, sir, but we lost him near the sewers.
Good, good. This is good news. This'll give our hero friends something to keep themselves occupied.
Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, and I'm hanging out with a bunch of nerds today, and we're going to play some Marvel Phase Rip. We've got our judge, Professor Bill, in the house, who's been rocking it for the past 3 sessions. I believe we're on session 4 now. We've got Warkeep Eagle, who's keeping everything running for us. He's got all the effects going, so all the cool stuff that you're not used to seeing here at Nerdarchy. You can thank him for. He's making it happen. We've got staff writer and novelist Megan R. Miller in the house. We have Travis Bowles from WebDM fame, and we also have our Nerdarchy website editor, Doug, as well. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to the judge.
Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. And hope you liked our intro. It was actually supposed to be our outro last time. No big deal. War Eagle Keep, Brandon over there was able to save our butts from the fire, so that was very helpful. All right, guys. So we're going to start with episode 4 of season 2. And as it turns out, these guys still haven't left the sewers. So we're going to pick up pretty much exactly where we left off. Our heroic team without a name is running down through the sewers trying to catch hold of the enforcers because they started some trouble and these guys are looking to finish it up. Guys in the chat, I hope you have your percentile dice ready. And let's see. Got a bunch of people watching right now, about a dozen and a half. So that means that since there's not too many people early on, you know it's going to get busier later. So let's do this right now. In order to know who the chat leader is, I want you guys to answer this question. What was Natalia Romanova's, that's the Black Widow, what was her married last name? What was her married surname? In the meantime, guys, how much karma does the chat have right now?
145. They barely spent. They only spent 10 last time, and then plus what we gave them.
Oh no! They also spent an extra 30 for the hostages.
Did they? Oh, well,
So
then they
10
have
points per
115.
hostage. Yep.
I believe the correct answer is too much.
That's too much. Damn karma. Pretty soon they're going to be able to buy a stat.
Oh.
It's like, okay, whatever you guys are going to play, you've all got ice generation now because
Yeah.
they bought. So, all right. So let's see what some of these guys. Yes, it's hero time, Bradley. Hero time, everybody. So, what is Natalia Romanova? Romanova is actually the last name. She anglicized it as Romanov, but her the Russian maiden name is Romanova. But what was her married name? So, as far as you,
Schwartz.
Murdoch.
With her.
Thankfully, I think at the end there too, the young toughs had a sort of a change of heart and were helping the kidnapping victims get out of the wreckage of the train. So at least we don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely.
Good job, young toughs.
Thanks, toughs.
Keep the neighborhood safe. Don't let these jerks take it over.
Yeah. Don't run away from your problems. Don't do drugs.
Or your homes.
And play.
Get the bottles and anything. Clink, clink.
There you go. All right, so let's start disseminating karma for you guys. 5 points for everybody who's wearing any kind of a Marvel-related property. Doug, I see Star Wars.
Whoop, whoop.
Dr. Octopus.
What?
On Travis.
What do you know about this?
What do I see on Megan?
Oh,
is that
yeah.
Deadpool?
That is Yellow Pool.
Yellow Pool. Okay,
Yellow
it's
Pool.
not Red Pool otherwise. I can't see because I for some reason it's really focused on Doug right now. Okay.
I just have that kind of
A little
face.
tiny box to see Megan. Okay, and what about you, Dave?
I am not marveling it up today.
What are you wearing?
I am
Legends.
League of Legends.
Yeah, you suck. Okay, so 5 points of karma for everybody else. And I see nothing in the chat. Oh, no chat leader? That's going to be horrible. That's going to be horrible.
Who was the chat leader last time? Tony
unmuted.
Thompson?
Okay. You guys can use Google.
Oh, yeah. You guys can absolutely use Google.
Who was the chat leader last week? Tony Thompson?
I don't think Tony Tompkins. Was it Tompkins or Thompson?
Thompson.
Okay. I don't
Wasn't
think
he the chat leader?
that leader.
Oh.
I don't remember, though.
He was the guy that bit Porcupine, right?
Actually, who was the MVP? That's the more important question.
Satori Shin, I believe, won the MVP last time.
Satori Shin. Okay. -1 column shift. Oh,
Rabies.
yeah.
And we'll go crazy and die.
Everyone in the chat decide. Do you want to be either, and everybody's an individual, do you want to be a dog or do you want to be a rat? Your choice.
Now, as far as the costume, like Black Lash, it's like I figure, well, the heroes might have seen them on the news, but somebody like Vermin, it's like, is this something that they would know, or is it just like we encounter some weird, creepy dude in the sewer?
Well, the chat thing was me getting that out so the chat could be ready. So
yeah, sure.
No worries. The encounter actually goes something like this. You hear the sounds of dogs and rats in the background scurrying. The rats are dangerously close. You know they don't like to stay close to people, but they're there. And their red eyes are glaring up at you guys. And you do hear dogs growling in the distance. And then you see Vermin in the background. And he says, "Heroes, I told you coming. I told you coming here. But I say you go now. My sewers."
Look, buddy, we don't want anything to do with your shares. We're just chasing some criminals that were harming innocent people in the world above, in our streets.
They mine. You mine if you no go.
Did they?
Out now.
Did they come by here?
You go now.
What do you think, guys? Should we just go take a different tunnel?
I always feel like we should just have Ash just clear this tunnel. Can you nuke everything in front of us?
I think
I
that's
mean,
called the
I
Mutant
could
Massacre.
try, but then you guys would be able to breathe. I don't think it'd be a good idea.
There's no going around. And, do we see what's behind him? Just more tunnel. Where?
All you see behind him is more tunnel, but it is really dark back there.
By the picture, he's clearly in the catacombs. And it's horrifying.
That's actually a picture from the version of the necropolis that Paris has. It's a beautiful place, believe it or not, in person. But yes, he's actually got several skulls lined up there to make it look as dangerous and scary as possible.
So yeah, I mean, it's creepy down here, guys. And
I mean, if the enforcers came by, he probably wouldn't have let them pass either, unless they have some kind of criminal's code.
Yeah, they'd be able to bribe him.
Yeah.
With rat food.
Yeah, is anybody got any rat food? Anybody got a piece of pizza? Throw it at him.
But it's like a Ninja Turtle to you.
I was just gonna say, I was like, here come the Ninja Turtles.
No, like pizza rat.
One of them has a wooden walking stick and a red.
Yeah.
I'm like digging through my pockets on the off chance I have a candy bar in there somewhere.
Actually, I do have some food on me. Does he look like he's starving? Does he look like he's hungry?
He looks a little emancipated, yes.
What do you think? Is 45 enough to have a candy bar in my pocket?
He's got the feather in his cap. He calls it macaroni. He's emancipated.
Maybe he'd enjoy a delicious Hostess fruit pie. Hostess fruit pies. Hostess fruit pies.
Oh my God!
Have a delicious flaky crust, and that really, yummy warm fruit filling. That is really something special when you're. Oh God.
He's doing the money shot.
Wow.
Dave, scary.
Dave, you better be
Scary,
looking for sponsors, man.
It hits the spot
How
down
much
there.
are they paying for
Hostess
advertising?
fruit pies. Next time you're in the sewer, you can snag a Hostess fruit pie. Do yourself a favor. Get in there, and I offer him a Hostess fruit pie. I've got a handful of them on me. I'm trying to work on the Hostess people.
Oh my God.
I
I'm
believe
giving you karma for this that I will give you at the end of the session. I want you to know I'm giving you more than I usually give you for these because Hostess Fruit Pies is a well-known sponsor of the comic books way back in the day.
They were the best cartoons.
Right? They actually had a full-page spread of...
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Well, they're delicious. And he can tuck into one and it's on me.
Real fruit filling, that light tender crust. That's using your brains, Tab.
Me.
You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess fruit pies.
You sure
Rats
do. Nightlight.
am
Night
hungry
bright.
too.
Bright.
Dogs
Bright night.
am hungry.
Light bright.
So, maybe you no have enough. Maybe all them vegetarian. You not. Okay.
Well, then they're not going to want to eat us if they're vegetarian.
I
Chat.
can't help him with that.
No, they're not vegetarian. Your hostess pies are vegetarian. So,
Yeah,
chat,
there's probably meat in there.
chat
somewhere.
attack. Vermin is also going to attack. Shoot, I should probably bring him up because, reasons.
What if I don't know how much karma you have, Ash, but what if you did like a wall of fire like around us that would move with us?
Wall of Fire's power stunt.
Yeah.
All right, what would it take to do that?
Oh, so we could just walk through?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, a mobile one also.
That would be entirely too much.
That's you can't do a power stunt of a power stunt until you have the first power stunt actually accomplished. So yeah, sorry.
All right, what would it take to do the first one though?
Just a wall of fire actually surrounding you guys or in front of you, whatever. It is 100 karma points, mine. And then you've got to roll under your power rank, which is remarkable, and you have to score in the red. After that, you have to well, actually you shouldn't have to roll the hit, so that should be it.
All right.
Or can she make like a fire hallway for us so that
That, without having the first power stunt, is a little too detailed.
It would take 2 walls that way. So.
Okay, sorcery
You say,
points for that.
come on, fire tube.
Plus, I don't know if you guys could survive going through a freaking fire hallway.
We could
I am going to hold
find
off.
out for sure if we would by reading the article that went up on nerdarchy.com today.
Just gonna put. Oh, you actually put it up, dude. You're
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't get that to Doug until 4:30. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I actually started that while I was watching the live chat. That's why I was listening, but I couldn't comment today at noon because I'm just like, dude, I have to get this done. So.
All right, so let's do this, man. I guess.
So, Nate, what exactly are you planning on doing? Are you going to try and do a wall?
No.
Okay.
Because for meta reasons, I have the karma to try it, but I don't trust myself to roll in the red right now. So I'm going to wait until I have a little bit more so that I know it'll work.
Gotcha. Also, shoot, even without the shirt, those headphones would totally do it.
Oh, yeah.
Those would totally do it. All right. I've got my Age of Ultron headphones on, if you guys can see.
Davis, yes, be my rat buddy.
All right. Oh, really? We've already got traders? Okay. So, Vermin is going for the attack. So I just had his step up. Boom. His intuition. Eesh. Okay. So, what's everybody's intuition?
Excellent 20.
Okay. Top of the order.
I've got good, but wait a minute. What do I got? Yeah, I got
the
good,
best
but I have
intuition.
martial arts E.
Yeah, if you're going to be punching, then, or, melee, then you get 20. Travis?
Holy.
Good. 10.
Good.
Really
Nate?
good. Really, really good.
Typical 6.
Okay. I'll let you go before Vermin. Okay, so that is the order. So who wants to go first, Dave or... Actually, Doug, if you're going to attack from a distance, you go first.
Hypnotic pattern. I'm going to try to hypnotize the rats and dogs with a scintillating bubble of light. And so that's at -1 CS for my power, so it's a remarkable 30. 53. That is in the green.
All right. You know what? I should probably... Oh, there's all this stuff. Just so I can get the thing open. And I've memorized most of the stuff anyway, so it's probably pointless. But let me go and open my chart.
It's like a Saturday Night Fever up in here.
Nice.
You got to do this with your hand when you
Yeah.
do that. You do the dazzler your tips bit. Yeah, this whole thing. This way. Yeah. Come on.
The rats are dancing around.
Okay, so I will roll for the rats and the... Okay, that sucks. So you got them, but I believe you also only got in the... Your power rank is excellent or remarkable?
It's incredible, but it's remarkable for that
remarkable.
part
So
of the
you got in
ability.
the 50s, so it's in the green. So you have to keep that pattern going every round in order
No problem, man.
to get these guys to actually stay.
I don't have any combat attack powers anyway, so that was my plan. I'm the concentration guy.
All right, so be it. So,
I keep them hypnotized. In
so
the
the
chat.
rats and the dogs. You guys don't get to attack this round. Dave, you are next.
All right. So I'm really getting tired of you sewer freaks, and I just run at him with a charge, like I'm going to shoulder rush him. But before I get to him, I'm going to split into all my parts, and we're all going to come together with him in the center.
You know what would be cooler is if you just did your like a charge. If you actually did like a power stunt where you did a charge attack, that would increase your charge +1 column shift per guy that you summon, so you can have like up to +6.
Like do a freight train on him.
+5. Yes, like Shao Kahn, I think he is the guy in Mortal Kombat 2.
He basically just keeps getting hit.
Yeah. Like, do, 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 do. Okay, so you're going to do a charge attack now?
From 6 different directions.
From 6 different directions. Okay. So then you'll be able to use your lightning reflexes to attack.
Okay, can I just use my endurance?
Yes, you can actually, because it's higher. You have amazing 50, so go ahead.
All right. 77.
Oh my god. And
That's
that's plus
probably
one.
yellow, right?
Whack.
It's only like one area. So 6, yeah, that's in the yellow. So that's a slam. So let's see his endurance real quick.
So how does that work if he gets hit from every direction with a slam?
Yeah, I know.
He
Good question.
implodes.
Oh, for crying out loud. He's got a great endurance, but he rolled a 0.5.
Oh.
It's got great. That's not even on the universal table.
I don't want to tell you what it is.
I'm just messing around.
You'll find out next Monday when I upload it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what happens here is he's going to get hit, but since he can't go anywhere, it's going to revert to the stun section. Since, you know, I don't know that you can actually make them come from, why can't you? Whatever. I'm not going to get into it now. That's something that you should actually decide, like, what you can do. So, like, right now, I'm just going to say that it reverts to the stun section. So he's going to be stunned for a round. I don't want this to go too damn quick.
Yeah.
So, wow, everybody's stunned at this point. Next up should be Travis.
All right. So I know from what I know about Vermin, I take pity on the guy, right? He's pitiful, right? He's a pitiful character. Okay. And he's also been completely knocked on his ass by Mosh Pit, who has run over him like a train, right? So I'm kind of like, all right, hold tight. And how is the rat dog situation? Are we getting our ass eaten by rabid rats? Yes?
No, they're all mesmerized.
Oh, they're all mesmerized. All right. Well, I'm going to hold tight.
Can't you hit him with like a dog whistle sound or something and just make them run away?
Oh, yeah. Good call. All right.
That'd be pretty great. I don't want to have to hurt a dog.
All right, I'm going to dog whistle. I'm going to do my best dog whistle.
Isn't that one of the early missions you have to do in DDO? You go down and clear out the cobalt tunnels?
Yes, you have to leave. Home Sweet Sewer, it's called. You leave the kobold's dogs out of the sewer without harming them.
I'm going to do that thing where you tuck your...
Are you like throwing it far away so they go to that?
Yeah.
Is that... Yeah, okay.
Well, I was just thinking you hit them with a frequency that is higher, but it's painful to animals, so you just drive them off.
All right, I'm going with Dave's thing. I'm going to scream at him, and I'm going to try and scare him off with a frequency that only they can hear and they hate.
Okay. If you have enough to do a power stunt, if you choose, you can actually try and do a form of animal control.
I cover my pockets to protect the rat that is riding in it.
Okay. So
there's also one crawling up.
What's that rat's name in
broadcast leg.
That's who?
That's Davis.
That's Davis? Okay.
Davis. I don't want to hurt Davis. Hold Davis's ears. Yeah, well, we're gonna try and scare away the dogs here. If they
try and scare. Oh, just the dogs?
Just the Well, I don't want to do the animal control thing because I'm saving the power stunt this round to do actual damage to somebody. I've been thinking about this the whole time. Is I'm gonna hold on to my points here because I've got enough to do it, but I want to actually hurt somebody this time if I have to. So we're gonna hold on to him for that before I.
No, there's a rat trying to protect Nightlight too.
Before I
get out of town.
Jack Frost.
I'm gonna try and scream at.
They're actually squeaking in the chat. That's awesome. Guys, anybody who's just joining us in the future, not live, I want you to understand that this is the absolute best chat in any game online. I challenge you.
You see how good of heroes we are, though? Even the rats in the sewers like us, man.
Like they're squeaking in the chat. That's awesome. They're actually saying squeak. All right, go on. So what are you going to do, Travis? You're just going to do go ahead and roll your power.
All right, I'm rolling it. We're going to hit these dogs. I got a 71.
71?
To zap these angry dogs away from me
so
with my new
incredible,
dogs.
Right?
Yes.
And you rolled a 71?
Yes.
You're in the yellow. So these guys are going to be rolling on excellent. Wait, no, excuse me. They're going to be rolling on feeble. And they got a 63.
just makes it in the green. So they will back down, but they will not actually run.
It's cool.
They will back down, but they will not actually run. And they are still.
I'm a dog person.
In fact, I'm actually going to give them a reroll. I'm going to give them a reroll. They're still mesmerized, though. They're still mesmerized. And Nate. Megan, that's you.
Oh, yes. I don't want to hurt a dog. I'm sorry. I was making a note because of the chat karma later. Anyway.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No,
Yeah.
the dogs are still mesmerized. The other rats are still mesmerized also.
In which case, I'm gonna back up Mosh Pit over there because, as far as I'm concerned, this is the guy that's making all these helpless animals go crazy, and I don't like him. So I'm gonna, prep. As soon as I get a clear shot, I want to swing at him with Bess.
Old Bessie?
Yes, just Bess. Like the landlord's daughter from The Highwayman.
I never watched this. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Bess.
Okay.
So, are you igniting it or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to take, I guess, 10 points of singe damage on your fingers. And so that's going to be incredible. Plus your good. What's your strength?
20.
Strength is 20. So you're doing 30 points of physical damage and plus 30 points of fire damage.
It's 98 to hit.
It's what?
98 to hit.
Oh, lad. What's your fighting?
Grand slam.
My fighting is also 20, but I'm using Bess, so.
Yeah. And you've got weapon specialist, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. His endurance is actually higher than that, so he's still rolling under an advantage. But oof. Oh my god, he's still going to take the stun. So that's a double stun on him. Okay. On top of that, let's see. Dave, did I tell you how much damage you did or no?
No.
Okay, your endurance is amazing 50. So you do 50 points of damage to